I am done. Done with work, done with all of the shit, and so now we're gonna play something. Since I had even less time to prepare than usually, we're gonna play the same we played yesterday. If it then would start, which also means more Christian, which is not that advantageous, but I'll fucking take it. It's gonna keep us entertained at the very least. Thanks, well. Blasting out my fucking ears. Why is this a lot of comparison? Okay, change rings around. See if my little capture will actually do capture. And still. Remember the settings. That is tasty. Now then. Oh, I already see new messages on my phone. You know, I know what it is. I know that it is not from the source I want. I know already. I know. Yes, that's late fucking start time. Not the latest I've ever been, mind you, but getting fucking close, isn't it? Now then, welcome. Welcome back indeed. To precisely the same thing we ended on yesterday. For the moment, I'm planning to give you, well, basically a good old leveling, amounting to probably 2 episodes of Christian, while we continue running around in this nice little area of ours, more commonly known as the Saves Needles. It is a pain, yes, but it is one of the nice areas music-wise. Sadly, we will not enjoy much of the music because Christian is going to ruin that for us. There's a talent for that, hasn't he? Wait the challenge indeed. Now then, while this is going on, let me quickly set everything up. Okay, that's something I should probably answer to later. Yeah, later is a very good idea. Well then, absolutely. Let me take a look at the emote page and... Okay, so far I've only declined one. The other one I still tested, I suppose. We'll see how that works out. I have a distinct feeling that he will not be too happy with what I'm doing here. But well, I don't care. I have a lot more where those came from. Now, let's see if we can get YouTube to cooperate. YouTube has a tendency to not cooperate when I wanted to. It's one of those things, you know. Hey, I wrote a nice background music of the Saves Needles, and the frequent post in particular. Gives me time to edit the thing. Which is kinda neat. Normally put it into a little playlist and go like map. Then we wait a bit longer for it to load, and then potentially, maybe, yes, it will probably load. So we think. Well, it gives me the opportunity to drink some coffee, because I at least need one more coffee, otherwise I'm not gonna get anything done here. But I think next I'm going to create a reward for drinking coffee. At some point, that is. Probably not this week though. And I really would like to take some time and play around with that more. But right about now I freaking can't. Damn it. I need more time. I need more time. Less time on work, more time for play. That would be neat. But more playtime would mean less money, or in this particular case, no money whatsoever. And that is kinda not a situation I wanna be in. Secret Note 3, Secret Note 2, Secret Note 1. Oh boy. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to do, isn't it? Yep, I remember that question. You have to climb, I think you have to climb up here, and you have to go from one of these little islands to the next island to the next island. It's It's a bit of a pain in the ass, yes, but well, we're gonna do this. So, I'm not gonna chase that one. I already know I will not get that lift. I think this is as good a time as any to start the next Christian episode for you. It be. Because what's the world without some horror in it? We're gonna start precisely where we left off. Which is this nice outro screen, and I'm just gonna click the fucking play button and we'll see how it fucking goes. Also, I did realize a few things while rewatching parts of the last few streams. The problem here is, whenever this Windows loses focus for any reason, and I quite literally mean any reason, video bobs.
What made
And then
this
the
work?
pictures stop after a while. Not really much of a problem, generally speaking.
What keeps us fascinated?
Since you still get the
This is
sound,
story
but
of Christian.
as you see it randomly stopping, do let me know. My succubus has decided to fuck off. And she was looking at this quest and was like, no, fuck you.
On February 28th, 2016,
I mean, a fair point.
Christine made a YouTube video to commemorate Pokemon Day.
I know it's a day late. $8 short, but
How
happy
can you be a
Pokemon
day
Day.
late for Pokemon
It was
Day?
yesterday on February 27th.
Disgusting.
National Pokemon Day, apparently.
The bloody Sun and
So it's
Shoe
called.
wouldn't exist without
It
it.
came out to be in Japan at least. Anyway, because it inspired Sanchi Roshu, we are definitely
Good
honoring
date.
that
This
little
the
bit.
bridge we're gonna go over.
In
So,
4 years'
soon.
time, it will be Sonic Shoe's 20th anniversary, very much as well. There's those who actually know that well enough to be.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that, aren't we?
Sonic being combination Sonic and Pikachu on that note, on the originality, but it's inspired by, not copying, inspired.
Stop lying to me,
The,
please.
Aside from the origin
Stop
story,
it.
of which
Get some
is
fucking
still
help
going on
somewhere.
strong and
And
undisputed,
admit that you bloody copied their shit.
and whatnot and everything.
Because that's what
We
you
have our own
fucking
completely
did.
different stories between under which.
It doesn't matter.
Sanchi
You
and
took the
Roshu,
source
they actually
material
end up
from
getting married
them.
and having
It's
children.
their own fucking
And they still
IP. Stop
at the
fucking
same
lying.
Virginia, for the forces of evil who want to make true love and sweet emotions illegal, so that everybody would be unhappy. That's
How's happening?
yeah. As we have gotten the impressions that it might be illegal in Virginia.
Greetings, little strategy member. Salutations and all of that good nonsense. And welcome to this very much later than planned stream of mine. I know, I might be a tiny bit late. Nothing, we just started the episode, but just for you, we're gonna start right from the beginning again. Basically, we start precisely where we left off yesterday, which means we'll start with, well, him missing Pokemon Day apparently by a day. The back? Then. Yeah. So that you don't miss any of that good Christian nonsense. Wouldn't want to miss out on that now, would we?
On February 28th, 2016, Christine made a YouTube video to commemorate Pokemon Day.
I know it's a day
Now,
late.
where's the way up?
$8 short, but happy Pokemon Day. It was yesterday
Hey.
on February 27th.
This is where we start.
National Pokemon Day, apparently. So it's called. As it came out
Then I
to
was
be
bitching a
in,
bit about how the
Japan
fuck
and
you missed that when
Japan
it's
at
basically
least.
one of the
Anyway,
things
because it
responsible for you
inspired
having
Sanchi
created
Roshu,
fucking
we are
Sonic
definitely
Show.
honoring that little bit.
How the fuck did you manage that?
In 4 years' time, it will be Sonic Shoe's 20th anniversary, very much as well. As everybody would, as those who actually know that well enough to be.
Where's the fucking entrance?
Regardless of Sonic being a
Don't fucking
combination
remember,
Sonic and
honestly.
Pikachu on that note, on the originality, but it's
Yeah, then he's like,
inspired by,
"It's not
copying,
stolen."
Inspired.
That's not stolen.
You know, the,
Leave me, please.
Aside
Everybody
from
else
the
is like,
origin
mm-hmm.
story, of which
That is
is
probably.
still going on strong and undisputed.
Ah, Christian.
We have
Such
our
a
complete
novel
different
experience this has
stories,
been.
which
What can I say?
Sanchi and Roshu
To some degree.
end up getting married and having children.
I must be quite a masochist deep down inside.
Wasn't
Wasn't even aware of it.
We want to
But
make true
well.
love and sweet emotions illegal so that everybody would be unhappy.
You know what they say, you learn something new every fucking day.
Because we have gotten impressions that it might be illegal in Virginia. But one person, at least throughout my life, that's what inspired the story. And possibly a little bit of ceremony in that too, but that's a whole different territory.
Please.
So,
That was a great pro
that's
Sailor
the
Moon too.
anniversary Pokemon.
I would like to keep some things at least holy.
Thank everybody for their continued support in my things and everything. Have a great day. A happy and safe day. Thank you.
Also on that day,
Will be a
she
great
made a
happy
post on
day.
Facebook regarding her request for a new PlayStation 4.
Oh yeah, we all remember
I
that.
have a short announcement I feel need to get off of my breasts about the PS4 for Quickfill Shopping Store credit on the voucher, alright? I wish I could offer something unique for a PS4, but the facts are, aside from new book pages, I'm not psychic or a mind reader. I offered the voucher
Yo,
because
welcome,
then,
Terry.
depending on what the person wants to choose from the
Hey,
store,
I told you I would
that
start
is
soon.
unique, as she can get the specific figures they want, and or
I
books,
told you so,
and or
and I
medallions,
wouldn't lie now, would I?
commissions, whatever. I feel just flabbergasted and disappointed.
Just a bit
that
later.
those
We're
of you
basically
all
doing the
do
same
not
thing we did
understand
yesterday,
and
to be
appreciate
fair, but that's
fully
because I
the
really couldn't be
opportunity
asked to
have
set up
such a
anything
unique shopping
else.
experience
At
that I
that
can
short
offer
note.
for a give or take about $100 plus or minus difference.
Hey.
OMG! On March 7th, Christine announced
It takes
that a
him 2
certain
weeks.
Miss Cagney Moore had
Well,
purchased for her a new
that's a
PlayStation
painful
4
thing.
with a blue controller and a PlayStation camera. She also allegedly had
It's gonna be a
already
lot of
redeemed
learning
her
I have to do
voucher
there, my
from
friend.
Etsy store, and her purchases would be ready for her within the next couple of months. Chris also shared the first video she made using the new camera.
Hello, this is Christine Chandler. My first ever broadcast.
But hey,
And,
good luck on that.
recording through my new
Don't overdo it with the
PlayStation 4.
preparations. It
came in-
usually
given to me
backfires
graciously
most
from
heartily.
Cagney Lynn Moore of Seattle,
Okay,
Washington.
we need to go there and there.
She was very generous. It was the, well, it was the typical black version, yes, but,
Son,
yeah, but she gave me a blue controller also,
Remember.
so that's a big plus.
What I know.
And I had already
Always
bought
crime
the
against
camera,
humanity
so-
being the fucking rare one.
Anyway, so I'm very grateful. Thank you, Cagney.
Definitely.
Very much.
God damn it, it's a double tap again.
Is there a camera lag?
You're the kind of guy who shoots somebody in the face, then goes up to them and shoots them again in the face just to make absolutely sure, aren't ya?
I don't know what else to think of.
Ah. But for once I will substitute the water with coffee, because otherwise
I can see more of
you'd
my
probably
area.
lose me in about 10 or so minutes.
So, alright, so I've just been telling you I got the PS4
I mean,
last Friday.
you know, would
and,
probably be a
it's
new
been
experience.
good. My only disappointment is that it doesn't allow me to play my downloaded
What? Is
PS3
there
games,
a thing for
PS3
that?
games digitally, the digital version. So
Listening to people
I mean, I was,
sleeping? Maybe that's a thing.
expecting that.
Maybe
I was
if it's not a
looking
thing, I'm gonna
forward
make
to
it a thing.
importing the Little
I'm just
Big
gonna stop
Planet
drinking coffee, then I'm gonna
data
fall asleep, and you can
games
listen to
from
me
my
sleep.
PS3 onward.
Heartily, most heartily indeed.
So I started scratching
Then again, we live in nowadays, so probably a thing, isn't it? If I look this up on Google, will I find it? Probably. Probably yes.
The entire autism tutorial here through my new PS4 and the camera.
I was like, nah,
Thank you
all
again,
the
Cagney.
thing.
Y'all have a good, safe day.
Yeah, I'd also much rather be, you know, awake and do things. I think I'm at least a bit more entertaining awake than I'm asleep. Just, you know, a tiny bit. At the very least.
So what on
People do it with cam on. Why? What's there to see? You see somebody sleeping. Okay, so where's the entertainment coming from?
Now I'm starting to get a little tick.
Is the entertainment basically the idea that the mods are asleep and you can now do all of the horrible nonsense that you ever wanted? That's an aspect I can actually get behind. Money.
Ah,
Okay, if I can earn money by sleeping, can I do that too? Can I just film myself sleeping for 8 hours straight and go like, yes, thousands of dollars on my account?
Mail order company, Fingerhut,
I don't know.
and asked to clarify her original
kinda
Facebook
would feel
post,
ashamed
which
making
stated
money
that
with
Cagney
that.
Lynn had bought
Just,
for
you
Chris
know,
the game
kinda.
console. Chris never addressed this
Maybe
comment.
that's just me.
Other Kiwi Farms members
Doesn't really
discovered
feel
that
like,
the
you
donor
know,
was indeed fictitious.
good
Chris
content,
had derived her
basically.
name from
I mean, I
the
don't
porn
have
actors
high standards when
Cagney
it
Lynn
comes to my
Carter
content. I
and
basically
Kevin
throw together
Moore,
whatever the
who have
hell
appeared in
I see
several pornographic
I deem
films
fitting.
together and were featured within Christian's collection of porn DVDs,
Oh, thanks
which
for
he was
reminding
trying
us
to
of
sell
those.
through eBay in late 2013.
Yes, we remember.
Also on that day, Chris wished a certain
Shameless money.
Tom a
It
happy
is still money,
birthday
yes.
for filling a
It's just that, you
video
know,
request.
not all of us can be shameless hussies and make money with that. Some of us actually want to, you know, earn money fair and square.
You know, I was still setting up the PS4 I just got and everything, so this works out pretty well. At least I get to stand and do this.
I mean, depends, honestly, I will say this, it really depends a bit on the amount of money we're talking about.
So, there's the request.
There's an upper limit at which point it's like, yes, yeah, I'm gonna do it, whatever. And I will be honest about this, everyone has their price. I have my price too, obviously. If you offer me like fucking 10k in monies beforehand, I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat. But you know, alternatively, as long as that's not on the table, I'm gonna do this over. I like working out for money. I think most people feel more satisfied like this. To give you a very German idea about it, the beer tastes a fucking high amount and a lot better in general when you actually have a hard day's work done. But you know, it's kind of like, okay, argument. Do you really want to know what he's doing? She's Chrising, quite literally at this point.
Also in early March, QB Farms member
Let's not
Master
worry
Disaster
about it.
conducted his 4th interview with Christine, posing as Sir Arthur Spatchcock.
Alright,
There he is again. Sir Arthur Spatchcock.
catch up a little bit, like
That's a special name.
your politics.
I don't know much about politics, but I know
I'm not surprised.
And I definitely had taken it under consideration the qualities of Obama before I voted for him and compared him with McCain in 2008.
Ooh, I wanna hear the thought process
Right
there.
now, Donald Trump's making quite an ass of himself, isn't he?
Yes, I don't care much for him. Which is among the
That's
reasons I'm definitely
okay,
voting for
but
Hillary
that's not
Clinton
gonna
if I
help
get
you
the
because
chance- if I get
I'm pretty
to
sure Hillary
November.
Clinton is not gonna win this vote because we're in the past.
Well, actually more like,
But we know how
I feel
this is
like
gonna end.
country
He's
is
probably not gonna be
long
happy about
overdue
that
for a woman's
result.
touch.
That's it?
Among which, and definitely I would not put Trump in. I'd
Just
rather
gonna end
send
up
him
killing
to
someone.
dump.
Honestly, it very much feels like it, doesn't
That's
it?
an eloquent, campaign.
It feels like he's becoming emotionally unstable enough that that might be how that ends up with. What?
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, okay, so let's get
Chakchipus, what the fuck are you fighting?
what we need to know for the final part of this.
And I cast a spell on it?
To be perfectly honest, you
Then.
wanted to set up a contract about a few weeks ago, but I couldn't get a hold of you. It was going to be like a $5 million sign-on contract and everything. It was going to be a big deal. But when I couldn't get a hold of you, they thought that you simply lost interest, and I told them you hadn't. But
Yeah, I had not lost interest. But
You
really,
couldn't be
I
asked to
would
stay in
consider
contract.
setting up,
This
such
is
a deal,
Chris.
associates as well. I mean,
Chris, you're so special.
anyway, so it got kind of
Also, after all the shit he's been through, he still is just ready to believe like, yeah, sure, this kid totally is gonna give me a 5 million contract.
assist in getting it restarted again.
I was like, of course. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable looking at me.
Chris, I want to see this happen.
okay,
I want to see so many things
One of the
happen.
things I have to say is when
I want to
someone
see
looked up
Chris
to
finally
Donald
getting to prison at least once for what he has done so far. His trespassing. Quite often, actually.
Nobody at this moment actually owns the legal rights to Sonichu.
Oh,
Apparently, apparently, the last time that a patent was put out on Sonichu, it wasn't put down as a product so much as an associate.
pretty much.
Well, I don't know the total difference.
Where do I find this woman?
I did make the copyright in
So now persons wanted
Library of Congress a few years
for
ago.
heinous crimes.
And, my
That's an
associates
eclipse
are
needed.
helping me,
Should approve of the deed to log on.
recapitulate and get all
Okay, so the
that-
bitch is
all that
somewhere up
things
here.
among
And we
which,
know she's somewhere up
You
here.
definitely want to do
Go
that
back.
because
You do
you
little
wouldn't
Terry.
want somebody
I'll
to
be around
steal
at least
that.
for
Alright, yeah, this,
two
call, we did
episodes
not
of Chris.
want this call that we're talking about right
Actually, let me
now
look
to
this
be
up because
put
I'm gonna get
on to
annoyed
the
if I
internet at
have to
all.
run around here like an
Because we're
idiot.
talking business here. I don't want to have anything overheard by the wrong people.
No, absolutely, absolutely, I understand. Now, something else, your associate and I, we were talking and they mentioned something just the other day. You finally got your PS4 you've been after.
party.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Oddly, she's
her name escapes me at
all the way
moment.
over
Yeah, well,
here.
yeah. Cagney Lamore of Seattle, Washington.
Interesting,
she sent that to me.
I'd say.
Gifted it to you.
Okay.
Yes, and I sent her the voucher to the.
Yes, sure,
Quick Fill
Chris.
shop.
Somebody gifted you your
I was going to ask, have you
PS4.
considered starting a
Didn't buy
Let's
that
Play
for
channel?
yourself. Of course not. I totally believe
What does
that.
that mean?
Well, Let's Play is a popular.
I also believe that swine can fly through the sky quite happily, actually. Yes.
Association or group,
That's all the
literally.
time. I'll
What
have you know.
do is you record yourself playing games and then you upload them online because it's real easy to do on PS4. I have a PS4 and I can teach you how to do it. If you start a Let's Play channel, you can put ads on it and create a small amount of ad revenue.
Yes, I've already.
It is
set
a
up an
small
account
amount,
with
to be fair.
AdSense, and I've opted in and set up monetization among the videos, so I've gotten that started.
Well, if I want to join you on a PlayStation 4, we should play a game together.
Yes.
What's your
Yes.
favorite PS4 game?
Well, I have a lot of games, and unfortunately, a lot of my favorite
don't even know how to describe what
simply aren't multiplayer.
so
However, I
sounds
do know
like.
one game on the
How do you
PlayStation
how to
4
describe this?
that is a game we could play against each other.
The two then discuss the possibility of playing an online game against each other, eventually settling on the PS4 version of the card game, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Uh-huh.
You have a good day.
Yes, you take
I mean, I remember Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That was a thing for a while.
Okay.
Alright, take care.
Memory serves.
All right, take care, Christy.
Wasn't really so much in personal interest of mine, more like that's an object I can sell at my store.
On March 8th, Christine
I
made a
did.
video to celebrate
while I made good money with that.
International Women's Day.
Christine Chandler coming live from her house.
Those were good days. Honestly, good days.
Been reminded that today is International Women's Day, so I want to wish everybody, wish all the women a happy one, a safe one too. I support women's rights.
Probably need to go over there to
freedom to
get that
choose
flame
what
thing
they
down
do and
there.
everything. My eyes are up here. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, be sexy as you like, ladies. Thumbs up to you. Look at my booty.
No thanks. I really don't want to see that.
And also, if you're free to do that, so leave a nipple.
Thanks, Chris. That's giving me
Teacups, lady cups. Enjoy.
life regrets,
Everybody have a good
voice
day.
regrets.
Do what you like.
Generally speaking, just regrets.
For the remainder, even though I'm witnessing at the near last minute. Have a good day.
And then we're going to summon us a nice little elite. Shall we? But first we're gonna kill everyone on this island so we can fear the little bitch around.
On March 11th,
Like a
Chris
true
shared
king.
a video from Watch
Or,
Mojo concerning
alternatively,
Japanese
just a bloody
anime
war.
characters with social troubles. She reflected that in addition to autism, she had other social problems, which she was certain were less severe
don't
than those
say.
of many others. She added that the very act of people keeping their eyes on their phones was also seen as a social problem, and encouraged people to face socializing offline, describing the act as award-worthy. The next day,
really?
Christine and Mr. Disaster, posing as Arthur Spatchcock,
Relatively sure I'm doing that most of the times anyway.
attempts to encourage her to start up
Doesn't
a
seem like
habit
much of a
making
challenge.
Let's Plays in order to create some additional ad revenue. Master Disaster later recounted his experience of the game. First, I used to play this game way back in younger days. I was pretty good at it, since it's really just math and reading effects and shit. It wasn't too complicated when it first came out.
Pretty sure it
Chris was
wasn't.
using a pre-built deck by the looks of it. It uses some weird-ass summoning system where you can pretty much just keep summoning and fusing monsters over and over. Chris was just doing it just to do it. No strategy, no planning, just randomly doing shit because the game prompted him to do so.
It's boring
Out of
as
the
fuck
found
though.
rounds we played, I trounced him the first two easily. I had to dial back and let him win once I heard the stress sign. The third round was pretty much given to him, but the fourth round he actually seemed to finally have it down on how to use his cards. This is mentioned in the fourth call, but I can share it here without Chris feeling betrayed. But I actually bought Chris the game because I set up a wager with him. We're going to play a 2 out of 3 match. If I win, Chris is supposed to draw new Sonichu pages, and if he wins, I get him a new PS4 game. Despite having her microphone on, Chris said that she was
There
not
it
in
is.
the mood for talking, and did not speak at all for the entire 1 hour match. On March 14th, it was revealed on the Kiwi Farms that Chris's mother, Barbara, was being sued by Discover Bank for unpaid debts. 2 days later, she attended her hearing at the Green General District Court,
What a
where she
great
was found
start.
guilty and ordered
Yeah.
to pay a fine of $4,706.93.
Ouch, that hurts.
On March 20th, Christine live-streamed her reaction and commentary over her 7-part autism tutorial animation, which was originally created in the game Little Big Planet 2 in 2011.
Yeah, originally this was quite a more painstaking effort than I had planned originally, especially because to view the tutorial as originally uploaded from Little Big Planet 2 on PlayStation 3, it ended up my character being left shirtless. So using the PlayStation 3 version of Little Big Planet 3, I had to put a new shirt on my character. And also just go ahead and quell a few haters to comment on this, but I mean, I'm not fat, I'm losing the weight. And also, so what if I vent about nearly at the end of each part of the autism tutorial? I have my own rights too. I'm human. You're human. We're all human.
I'm not
right?
yet at the point where I would decline your status as being human.
Alright?
The point being yet, quite literally.
Here's the tutorial, and I'm commenting. So if your nose shield there, won't it
Oh boy.
everything. Books all that.
Oh boy, that's an escort quest if I've ever seen one. Oh boy.
The plug there. I wonder how some people actually are able to cope with listening to their own voices, you know?
You get used to it, believe you
I
me.
think my voice was more high-pitched way back then.
Oh, don't worry, you get fucking used to it.
Not to insult Mr. C, my late father, who rests in peace in the Mudshell Memory Gardens, but he was literally 52 going on 53 in 1980 upon my conception, which that definitely backs up the theory about the father's age being factor and bringing on more likely autism in the child. I'm a bit cursed with it.
Okay, that's a dangerous move. If I stand at a cliff and that hits me, I could actually die for that.
Ryan! Oh, that reminds me. In the video, I said, it's not me, my name is not Ian Brandon Anderson. Never ever. I said IBA as in IBA. Stop taking things
Stop
as
crying,
regularly.
bitch. Try and get your move on. Stop crying, fucking move it.
Acronym like that. That's all I'm ranting right now. And I'm still ranting.
Move your ass,
today.
cow.
Yeah, but it's just I have so much in my mind of where
I've killed many people on my way here. I'll kill fucking more on my way back. Thanks to you.
That's another blank mind instant right there. I lost my train of thought.
Of course you did. Is anyone surprised that Chris would lose
I
his...
tend to mirror people.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's a long way to go.
Definitely a low-functioning person.
Well, we're in for the long fucking ride.
That's not good for me at all. I mean, if you are typical or likely to mirror anybody else, would you rather
Come on, move faster.
mirror a
Have
low-functioning
places to
person
be,
than-
people to slay, levels to make. Profits,
Yeah, I'd rather
you
be
know.
mirroring a normal person. And that's a big reason why in the end I do not want my sweetheart to be autistic. And it's definitely also to reduce the risk of autism in my future children. And
Hey,
that's
do you still
regardless of
believe
what
that you will have
haters are gonna
children?
say right now, aren't you?
Strange, isn't it?
Aren't you? Keep your comments to yourselves. Not me, not my fault. Failed to load level, that's hardly my fault.
Oh, that means you haven't tested this beforehand, and that means you fucked it
Coast
up.
to coast parody of an interview.
Just means you fucked up. Just means you're an idiot. Because you should at least do a fucking test beforehand. Don't give me the shit about level couldn't
Did not
go.
actually put actual thought in the character. I felt it quite valid. Just kept it.
The Grim Trout and our partners.
It's still funny.
They sure assuredly are.
Do you feel bad about having a name that sounds like that instead of cow meat?
And the bitch just keeps on walking. She's like, I don't give a shit if you get attacked. That's not my business now, is it?
All the venting and rants that I have done among the videos here. Don't
Typical
hate against
cow
me, period.
person.
Because people have the right to vent. I'm serious.
Well, not necessarily, no. You mean, sure, you can go into a dark room and scream at yourself for a bit, if you want to. You don't have any right to somebody listening to your fucking ranting. So, you know, that's not a right you have. That's a privilege you earn by having, you know, friends and stuff.
On March 22nd, an individual
Actually,
named Patrick posted a complaint on a product bought from Chris's Etsy store, writing that the item had not been sent after 3 weeks of purchase and had to contact Etsy directly to ask for a refund, after which time Patrick was contacted by Christine, who then promptly gave them the refund. On March 23rd,
And he probably
Chris
hated
broadcasted
it.
a 23-minute playthrough of the PS4 game Destiny on YouTube. She had a seeming issue with
she's
her
gonna be like,
microphone, resulting
"It's
in
ripped
the
out
absence
now,
of anything
banners."
audible from her side, with only the in-game audio accompanying the video. She apologized for this in a video uploaded the following day.
I've just realized that apparently my mic in my camera has been temporarily disabled. I didn't realize
Yes,
that.
but get more mana. We could just wait for a second.
From my controller because apparently, you know, it has a little headphone thing that goes into the jack on the controller.
But he's like, I'm gonna ruin this now. Okay, definitely need more mana because I need to resummon that succubus ASAP. It's fucking humanly possible, because without that we're gonna have one hell of a fight.
I should have just unplugged it in the first place. That's why. Okay?
It's like, you should check your equipment before you start. To be fair, I didn't do this today, but normally I at least take a minute to go like, okay, is everything like it should be? Is it working?
Unplugged. I mean, it's a great thing.
Doesn't mean that I don't sometimes forget to, you know, unmute something or something. This has happened. Like the game sound, for example. It's like, Ruppala, there'll not be any game sound. Why? Because, well, forgot to unmute that.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Happens to the best of us. But you know, if you want to be Libigo Scadrivo, then check in your equipment. Kinda neat. Don't take me as an example. I'm probably not the best.
By an unknown so-called associate.
And today we are going to do some nerdy Q&A.
Oh boy.
Because I consider myself a bit of a nerd anyhow.
Aha.
So, question 1, do I consider myself a nerd girl? Yes, very much so, because I'm
consider
very
Terry.
well read. I got good
Little
scores
Terry
throughout high
has
school.
come back. Little Terry has come back. Welcome back, little Terry.
If I could date any nerd girl, who would it be?
Good to have you about.
Well, considering
Metal
I have to
Hearts.
look up a few other nerd girls. I got a short list here.
Now that is something about that
If I could,
Twitch has
I
no
would
problem
date
with,
either
but the
Carrie
bigger
Ryan
one,
or-
that's something Twitch looks like and goes like, nah.
Anyway, also, if I could go on a date with either Daphne or Velma from Scooby-Doo, who would I be? Velma. Velma. Here you go, me and
Probably
Velma.
advise none.
Diddle-diddle-doo. We gonna make
But
it
hell,
out.
who am I? Who am I to judge? Stop playing that out, please.
In my dreams, we make out.
Thanks.
I mean, upset.
You're going once again into the area of that's too much information.
Anyway, why am I the
Not that I'm
perfect girlfriend
surprised.
for a nerdy
I'm
girl?
used to it. But still,
Well, I got a lot to feature. I mean, I'm constantly overlooked and underappreciated as the lesbian trans woman that I am. If you look at my face,
don't really think
and,
it's
you
that
keep
what
me-
makes you so
and, talk
underappreciated.
to me, come up to me and talk to me. You find out I'm definitely quite pleasant and easygoing to hang around with. And
It's
I'm
half a
definitely
statement he's making now.
quite busty and other figures.
So I could
and
probably
other
put this in
features
post
as
pretty
well.
good now.
And,
Yeah, just for
being
your viewing
about
pleasure.
5'11",
See more,
if you're
Chris.
Shorter, then
Because I
can
know deep down that's
reach up
what
and
you
help
all
you there.
want.
Get the what's high up on the shelf. But anyway, be pleasant and
You all the suffering.
easygoing like that. It's all good.
Ta-dam, ta-dam.
Anyway,
Little cow
design
woman,
perfect nerd
move a bit
bod.
faster
How
please.
does
Stop
it
being
relate
such
to
a
me?
cow about it.
Alright, well, nerd the body of perfect nerd girlfriend. I'd say slim to average. She can have some fat, but not too much fat. All right. And I would definitely
If you were a
say
really
C-cup
good-looking guy,
breasts
I'd be like, okay, yeah,
minimum,
you probably can
D
be
would be
choosy,
preferred,
but honestly, Chris,
because I've
I'd
realized the
probably
difference between C and D.
advise you to
recently.
take what is offered,
Hair color
honestly.
is not a factor here, but I don't know. Shade of blue hair would be fine that we match, but I
Yay.
think I would like brunettes.
I think the only color I ever changed my hair to was black.
Anyway, so that's
That was
10
only
Q&A
once.
nerd questions for
Perfect,
initially.
talked me into it.
If I find more questions I can put more thought
Maybe,
and
potentially.
detail into that I could
Yes, I'm
answer.
pretty sure that was it.
My associate will.
Because I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not?
But until my next live
Like, yeah, we
stream,
totally
whenever
matched and
that-
stuff. I was like,
Thank y'all for
okay,
watching,
that's
and
your dearest
have a
wish,
safe
yeah,
day.
sure. And I haven't done it again.
On March 28th,
Because
Arthur
what the fuck would I?
Spatchcock and Christine had their last
Ah,
recorded
where am I?
interview session.
Ever more
Even
green
though
hair.
it was fully
What's left
transcribed
of
and
it?
made available to read on the
pride.
quickie, there is no known audio or video recording available. It can be
Mhm.
gathered from the transcript that it was in fact a video interview with
Look at
Chris
that, we're so
visible to
close.
Spatchcock.
So
Arthur
close to the
revealed
end of
that
this
his superiors
quest.
who were planning on producing Sonichu merchandise grew impatient and declined the contract. And Arthur, keeping his promise, quit his job. He was still interested in helping Chris with promoting Sonichu in any possible capacity. They then discussed playing more video games together, and then talked about the possible financial prospects of making Let's Play videos. On the final day of March, it was revealed that
Let's
Christine
play.
had been watching a series of YouTube videos concerning stimulation of breast growth and conversion of genders through the listening of binaural beats, or ambient
feminizing
frequencies designed to
subliminals.
theoretically influence
Tasty.
a person's mind or body in specific ways.
Why the fuck you would
Chris
want
left a
that though?
comment on one of the videos, writing that she enjoyed the so-called song, and asked if it were available as a download in the MP3 format.
Are you happy now?
On others, she asked for advice for growing larger breasts, and asked about making thumbnails for certain videos more neutral.
Thanks, woman.
On April 4th,
Finally.
Christine live-streamed a video showing her routine for encouraging breast growth.
Anyway, this video 18 and up.
Mm.
Title 18 plus. So if you're not that old, alright. So yeah, talking about breast massage.
Thanks. That is what I needed in my life.
Tiny tease, but still, you can definitely see I'm there. Oh,
You're where?
and just
What the
to
fuck are you?
make sure everybody knows we're positive.
What the fuck are we even trying at this point?
I also take into account my recent experiments with these subliminals, so you might see a slight increase from previous measurement. The measuring tape? I just had a shower, so a little bit. It's a little bit over 44 and a half. So from 40 to 44, the 4-inch difference confirms that I am indeed a D cup.
You are not
Because
though.
I'm looking to increase my breast size, I have looked into various try-home techniques, of which I have
I've seen some
been
D
very
titties in my
much-
life, and those are not D
been
titties.
very persistent upon, including supplements and whatnot,
Quite literally
but
not.
definitely among which is the way of massaging.
Well met.
So from what I've tried to figure
Let's see
out
here.
one or two videos I
Mm,
watched
same
that
as
talk about
before.
massaging like this, I could put heads and tails together.
Right.
For a few, this kind of freeform also, so it's like I go squeeze them from the top upwards. I make sure I'm covering my breasts all the way. So I go, I do this. You can do this for as long as you feel like on each side of this octagon here. So anyway, you want to do top first. Doing it all at once, but spread your fingers wide all the way out and.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
So anyway, once again, that's
I really don't want to watch this.
right. Yep.
It's actually better.
And you each do each
But I
part
like my clock
for as
though.
long as you feel like until your fingers get tired.
Walk
And
with the
you
earth.
keep this up. You do this for like a minimum of 5 minutes or so.
Hey.
I have also been made. I am also aware about how
I've
people
intellect.
hate on women who nurse feed their babies and children in public.
Nuts.
I
Leveling up
support the
just
women
like that.
on being able to do that. Even in public or in the privacy of their home, wherever, they should be allowed to very much to feed their children the way they want to, if it means revealing themselves.
Okay, we have done this now.
So,
That's
All
where we
the
can
power
go
to
for the
y'all.
swarm growth, if
And of
memory
course, I still
serves.
support.
I will probably
very
just go
much
down
the,
there then.
choice
Continue
of
questing
how
a bit there.
whether or not women want to
Probably not a bad idea.
wear a bra or not. Free the nipple. I support your choices very much. Although in my expert opinion, I feel like considering they
Who supports my choices?
the breasts will tend to droop down as the years go on. Yeah, I think that's definitely the better reason why. I feel like the best reason to
Maybe
definitely
it's a bit
wear
better with the shoulders. Meh.
a brassiere for support,
Meh.
keeping them up here instead of down here.
Well met.
That's crazy. Alright, well, that's all for now, so thank you and have a good, safe day.
The next day, she posted a paid birthday greeting to a certain Martin.
I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I've been so busy with life changes and everything. But anyway, your friend paid for me to wish you
It
a
is
happy
the
birthday.
standard excuse every
Very
single
nice.
time, isn't it?
My
Sorry, was
birthday.
busy.
You
Busy
are
with
a
what?
special guy, Martin.
What the fuck
What
are you
brings
doing?
you here?
Everybody, wish you happy birthday. We hope you had a safe and pleasant one.
Damn it.
Anyway, thank y'all for your support over there in Australia. Have a great and safe day.
Go in peace.
At around the same time,
Yes,
future
that's the
political
bread I
author and
came to
activist
prefer.
Candace Owens launched a page on the
Going that is like,
crowdfunding
meh.
site Kickstarter to help gather funds
I'm
to
not even gonna
create
try
an
getting that
anti-bullying
one. I'm just gonna
website
fall to my
called
death again.
Social Autopsy,
Never.
intended to catalog the identities of convicted internet trolls and cyberbullies to help curb the crisis. In the video
Do you
created
want to know
pitch
what
the
kept him
idea,
busy?
a troll created
Inda,
fictitious
yes,
video
just to
clipping
see
was
how
used,
his excuses
saying that
fall
Christian
flat.
Chandler had committed suicide because of the bullying.
On the other
he
hand, no.
endured.
Really, no. Really, I get
On
it.
April 11th, Christine created a meme based on a well-known internet-based image macro. Remember when haters kept their hate to themselves?
But at
and
this
the
point
people
we're
were
in
not
so
having to
deep, you
distance
know.
themselves
Is it
emotionally
really
from
going
the
to...
feedback? Because the words did hurt them terribly. Remember also of when the rule of if you can't say something nice,
Would it really
don't
shock
say
us at this
anything at
point?
all, was well understood within better reason. Pepperidge Farms remembers, and more importantly, Sonichu, Roastechu, and Christine Chandler remembers.
Of course he does.
Maybe you'll donate some
Of
money
course
to
he
them,
does.
be patient with the artist and author, and receive a gift for the large donation. Maybe this will all blow over.
Maybe you
Miss
should
Christine
just
will
do
feel
the
more
fucking
peace of
job you've
mind.
been credentially
Maybe
paid
Sonichu
well
and Roastechu will be
for
more
once,
popular than the
instead of
author
fucking
slash
complaining
creator.
about it.
Maybe there will be drawn and written backstories for each character. Miss Christine is an artist. She needs time, energy, and kind
Maybe
support
you
to
should stop
recover
using other
and
people's
create.
problems in order to excuse your own
The next
fucking
day,
failings
Christine
all
made a
the
video in which
fucking
she asks for
time.
monetary donations in exchange for gifts.
Don't ask for more money. You haven't even fulfilled the fucking
Yeah,
request
got some
yet.
financial problems coming up and about right now, so. I mean, y'all don't have to
How
buy
is this
anything,
even fucking working? How is
donations
he
are
actually
fluid.
getting
Every
any
person
money out
being
of that?
able to donate at least $1. You can help. Y'all can help.
He should have
me
a
and my
fucking bad
mother
reputation at this
find
point.
a piece of home and be able to help
For not
take
keeping
care
his
of our
fucking
expenses
words.
and everything. Anyhow, so since I pretty much am reaching out to everybody for donations,
All the way to
I
Under
just wanna
City. I
remind
mean, we probably
everybody
gotta go to
that,
Under City at some
little
point anyway.
donations,
Meh.
under $10. Pretty much the only thing I can offer from there is your name in the back of the book or on the page of the book. But essentially, aside from that, just want to remind everybody of the donations levels.
Kristen lists off the various donation tiers and their corresponding rewards, which ranged from $10 up to $500.
I'm pretty sure there was a $1,000 option in there.
I'm just
Last time we looked.
single
At least.
person trying to help provide for this family, and I can only do so much.
Don't you lie to me, Chris.
getting
You're a
money
little
in and
greedy one,
whatnot,
aren't
so
ya?
Your donations
See.
are a real great help, so please
All of that greed.
donate as much as you can, even if it's a little $1 per person. Every little bit helps, and if you can donate big, that would be really greatly appreciated. Very much.
Yeah, I don't feel like it, sorry.
All for
Even
the
if I
peace
had
of
the money,
mind, so I can
even a
get back
fucking dollar
into
to spare,
drawing and have more, and
I'd
be able
probably
to
not
be
give it to Chris.
feeling so much
I'd
better about
probably spend it
life and
someone
everything,
than someone
in
else if I had to
addition
spend it on someone.
be feeling better about myself,
And more
even though
likely,
I
if I
am
don't have
a more
anything
positive
to do,
outlook on
would I probably
life.
save it?
And I'm not reading any of
Well,
those
I couldn't.
comments either, so you may as well stop right there.
I've saved myself $1.
Anyhow,
Good start.
so please Go to the listing below. Go to the Etsy listing of donations, a donation page that'll be listed below this video.
And honor.
And donate as much as you can. Thank
Go
you.
forth to victory.
Y'all have a good, safe day.
Okay, those creatures are down here.
Wrong button.
With the grim reality slowly coming to surround her, Christine had to deal
Yeah,
with
we
making
can do this
the
on the way, and then we can actually get the flight point over at Guts Gate. Probably gonna save us some troublesome
A financial crisis
nonsense.
restricted her from enjoying a lackadaisical lifestyle. Sooner or later, Chris would have to realize that the carefree life of a child was no longer an option for her.
Maybe you should realize that money doesn't fucking grow on trees, and you actually have to fucking work for it. These guys are already pretty damn blessed by having people actually willing to pay him an assholish amount of money for his quote-unquote art. If he then would just fucking fulfill the requests, actually, that he gets paid for, probably wouldn't even have nearly as many problems. Could probably afford a halfway decent life. You know, instead he's like, no, I can't. I'm not feeling it right now. Yeah, but that's not how that works. Modern art commissioning. It's not something you want to wait on indefinitely. Already one more part done, eh?
What made her this way?
I would like to say it just flies by, but
What
it
keeps us
doesn't. It
fascinated?
leaves scars.
This is the story of Christian.
Very, very ugly scars. Interesting. For the first time in a while, we have actually enemies our level. That's gonna make it a bit more difficult. Well, difficult as hell. Longer per enemy. More time, basically. It's required.
On April 13th, 2016, Christine left a comment on one of the binaural beat YouTube videos, which she had been watching in the hopes of hastening her transformation into a true female. She asked the makers if upon transformation of testes to ovaries, would her ovaries contain new eggs, or would her remaining sperm be transformed into the eggs?
What?
She then asked if they could produce a frequency which would stimulate the production of eggs in her ovaries.
What?
On the same day, Chris liked 2 more videos
do you
concerning
not
using
understand how
subliminal
biology
frequencies to turn
works?
oneself into a hermaphrodite, and also one to begin producing breast milk. 2 days later, Kiwi Farms user, the American Hedgehog,
Okay.
revealed that
Another
Christine
part
had
we just
recently
have to accept,
purchased a
apparently.
Lego Ghostbusters set on eBay, which cost $425. On April 16th, she live-streamed a special announcement on YouTube concerning the supposed establishment of a new company.
Due to the recent growth in sales, I'm no longer able to fully sustain fulfilling such orders on my own. With the recent additions to my workload, I feared I have been spreading myself too thin, and the
You don't
stresses
say.
of life. It
Ah,
really does
Trish, you're
bother
so
me.
special.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the
Ooh.
launch of Sonichu Entertainment of America, a
Is that the thing?
pre-IPO global entertainment and media company. Sonichu Entertainment of America is excited to launch a brand new store on Zazzle, selling fun for the whole family. Sonichu products like t-shirts, hats, and mugs, and many other fine products.
Sounds
And
special.
given the expansion, I will be hiring a team
Oh
of
god,
talented
you're hiring
professional
people.
professionals
Who
make
wants
this
to work
vision
for
a
Chris
reality.
Chan?
While I still serve as the sole
It would be one
owner,
hell
and creative director
of a hell of a very
Sonichu
own.
World of characters. This will allow me to focus on my transition.
It's like, if you really want to suffer, yeah, you have an opportunity now. Really punish yourself for a while.
Inch to my bust size in just 2 weeks.
No.
Think you have what it takes? The ideal person, woman, women or men. The ideal person for the job.
You need to
should
correct
well
yourself there. You were about to say
herself.
woman only, weren't you?
He or she should, at minimum, open the door to the adventures of Sancho Roadshoe. Have experience working with arts and crafts. Be on 8th grade reading level or higher. And a lot of employees who could be like me, but not necessarily in totality. I am an
Is that a
equal
short moment of
opportunity
realization like,
type
oh shit, I would be a
employer, or
horrible
I
employee?
I am be supportive
I
of
doubt
the,
it, to be
the
fair.
LGBT, VHS, lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, virgin, hermaphrodite, snowflake community. I just learned a few new terms from reading this.
Isn't that snowflake thing supposed to be somewhat insulting, though?
I
always thought so. Sounds insulting. Be called a snowflake.
Business. Let's talk about benefits.
Interesting.
Higher employees will receive 25% profits on all sales, exclusive access to me, Christine Weston Chandler, and talks with collaboration. And,
Sounds more like a punishment than a reward,
how
though.
to make the figures.
Like here, as a reward, you get access to me. It's like, okay.
And should things work out
rounds.
between us and we have shared interests and
Please
passions,
don't.
opportunities for romantic encounters with Christine Weston Chandler, only if we build it
office
from
romance,
ground
eh?
up. But let's
That's a
talk about
classic.
more on the open position. Hedgehog, Eds and
Ooh,
Hedgehog
there's a hyphen
fan.
beta, so I actually need to go in there and kill a
From
few
the
of them.
master herself, Christine Chandler, myself, learn the secret art of the figure assembly from multiple figures, among which you would be tasked with producing an anime
those will
cartoon
not
or
attack me, actually,
CGI
so I can
TV
just
show
ignore
starring
them.
Sanchu, which I personally would have total creative control over, would personally voice as myself and Sanchu therein. Romantic coordinator, in charge of making sure I find a sweetheart who will navigate the topsy-turvy world of modern dating. This position is very important as I am quite a busy businesswoman who...
Sure. That's the way of saying
I
it.
do like to socialize, but it's not like I don't make time to. It's just I'm busy and the autism kills my brain speed.
So you never get tired of claiming, but
You would also be
that's
responsible
really
for
just a
developing
very,
courses
very
trying to
small
help
problem
me
with the
compete
long, long
in
list
the
of problems you
lesbian
have.
dating marketplace, including but not limited to lesbian attraction, dating education.
How many do we need to kill?
And
4 more?
lesbian
Ah, we can do this
sexual
some way.
Why is Celsius wrote this for me? I mean, she's done a fabulous job. She's a great writer. And also, bodyguards, preferably fit in shape female badasses, La Femme Nikitas, as public figure often maligned.
Nikita, what's that? Is that a term? Do I need to know that term?
By some of the internet's most vicious trolls, here to be escorting me around various public events, information on which self-defense training are requested. Karate, kung fu, Rondell, rape, aggression, defense, and other female-oriented martial arts, etc. Besides, you and I have had many adventures over the last 16 years, and many ups and downs with distress and difficulties in life. But together,
Come on, succubus.
Sonic and roast you. Right again.
It happens when you get greedy and want to save yourself a fucking health stone.
And that's the big announcement.
Actually, he's gonna take this off me, right?
Very much. And also, I'll leave you all with one final bit of thought that I came up
Well,
with.
simple answer. No,
In
she didn't
regards
manage in
to
time.
Autism, pretty much, and how I feel about it. I have found further that autism is definitely that thing that makes the brain shut off. I've mentioned that
If
before,
your
but
brain shut off,
if
you'd be
you
dead.
quote me on this, make this a meme, put a image of the
I'd like to find out.
autism jigsaw puzzle right in the middle and do the letters above and over it.
Autism
That font,
overloads your
I
brain.
quote, autism is a
Theoretically.
bulky 150 plus gigabyte virus that takes bytes to terabytes out of the 2.5 million gigabytes in our biological computers' brains and slow downs our processors very badly.
I mean, not the worst analogy I've ever heard for
Y'all
autism,
have
I
a
suppose.
good, safe day. Thank you.
Basically, yes. Oh, welcome back, Terry. Yeah, basically
After 8
autism
days
hacks
of
the resources
silence,
of your
she live
organic
streamed a short clip
computer,
on YouTube for donations.
which slows things down.
I'm feeling frazzled right
Seems
now.
like a fair assumption.
Just my brain,
It
but
probably
anyway.
will as well. How the fuck do I help my dad? That very much depends on what your dad is doing and what do you need or imagine him helping him with.
I mean, yeah, call it part of the donation drive, if you will, but push comes to shove. Something definitely came up recently beyond my control, and I just need some I just need a few donations.
I mean, if he wants to start streaming, I can
Please
probably
help.
give him advice. Then again, aren't you doing this yourself, so you could probably help him there? Aside from that, I can probably give him some nice advice when it comes to good tobaccos and shit. Maybe some liquor. Jail's pretty much outside of my area of expertise.
In early May, Christine purchased a dakimakura, or a Japanese anime-style erotic body pillow, from eBay.
That's not the worst I've seen of dakimakuras. That's not fucking erotic. I've seen some far nicer naked titties.
Officially changed to Christine Weston Chandler. On May 14th, after a lengthy period of internet silence, Chris published a YouTube video in which she offers a proposal directed at the video game company Sega concerning plans to develop Sonichu-related products.
You want what I got?
And Sega will be
You gotta go through me.
like, who's this guy? Why should we care? Is this gonna make us any good money? Maybe it could, but it will also ruin your reputation for years and decades to come.
I would offer you license to
I talked to him and he said he hates everything. Which sounds like a pretty pessimistic look on life.
Yeah, the world and all that. I would remain in creative control of Sonichu.
Maybe give him something he likes and go like, you like this, so you're not hating everything. No, it's my dad, it would be like,
would be to expand the Sonichu brand name,
God damn it.
as well as roast you, and will help produce the
Maybe
various
some
media,
liquor or something, a good book or
including video
something.
games, cartoons.
Stuff like that, basically.
Shared 50% between the two parties. However, I would
Also, I would ask a nice question. Was he drunk when he said that? Because, well, you know, never take a drunken man's spiel for real. Otherwise, could very well maybe be a bit depressed about something. Talk about it. Sit down, have a nice, you know, sunflower moment. Probably drinking some cool beers and stuff. So like, yep.
And a preferably corner office, even though I would be working at home. Due to my hectic lifestyle, I would need the ability to work from home and when I choose. Also, basic benefits like 401k, health insurance, and maternity leave. Now, let's get down to my immediate step. Due to the normal stresses of everyday life and then some, and since Sonichu is not my only responsibility in my life,
that out is the best option you have basically available. Sit down, have a nice long talk.
And a personal assistant who would assist me with my daily tasks, which would typically include the following.
It does seem like there's a fucking trouble brewing there. That's big trouble brewing, actually. Yeah, that probably warrants at least a longer talk. Maybe some, that sounds like he's getting somewhat depressed, maybe some medication. No, I'm not a doctor and I'm not an expert. It would be sort of along the ways of advice I can give.
Of selecting the women for these positions myself. I want Sonichu to be as huge as he deserves to be. It's about high time Sonichu got his own video game so that everyone can live his adventures. I would also like you to use your negotiations with Nintendo to have the cast of Sonichu
Medication is not helping, then probably all that's really left is more and better therapy, honestly. I'm not really a fan of the whole institution thing, but you know, some rest and relaxation outside of your usual environment can help. Yeah, that's probably... If you're already not in a good state of mind, that shit can really throw you off your game.
I would like also to have Tara Strong and Monica Rial to voice female characters as well.
But yeah, I would probably, if that's not getting better anytime soon, I'd probably honestly consider talking to a doctor about that. Because there's only so much you can do, you know, on a personal level. There's a reason why we have professionals.
She advertised eating hotcakes at McDonald's with Smucker's brand marmalade. On May 16th, Chris posted an image which reflected her negative opinions concerning the new law passed in California, which prevented transgender people from using public restrooms of their choosing.
I'd imagine that would ruin your fucking day.
Christine wrote a lengthy post about traditional gender segregation of children. Just an
But
observation.
yeah, honestly,
and
that
thought
sounds
for now.
serious enough to
With
run
parents
some
and children for decades or so now, the parents tend to keep
doctoral
the boys
intervention
and
there,
girls
because
separated,
that's not
regardless
so
of
good.
age, when it comes to fun things like simple parties and sleepovers. In view of potential, but very unlikely, sexual possibilities, I would generally agree with this old adage. But nowadays, we are finding gay and lesbian children. No judgment or anything wrong with that. But I tend to wonder how today's parents are considering this when allowing their children out with their friends in field trip groups and summer camps. Do they get paranoid of the
I
possibilities
mean, honestly, the
of
only
their boy
advice I can
being
give you for
sexually
yourself is
explored
probably
by
to,
another
you
boy,
know,
and vice versa, with
before it
possible
becomes too
varying
much, just sit down,
mentalities
have a
and so
nice
forth.
cold beer, get
In
to
my
sleep.
humble opinion,
That sometimes
nowadays
really
adults
helps
tend
clear
to
your
worry
head.
too much from exaggerations on the news, internet, and even potentially bad
Not a
influence,
solution,
and
and,
instigating
at
comments
least
from
not a good
internet
one.
trolls.
It does
I
give you some
mean,
breathing room.
regardless of
And
who or
sometimes
what
that's
our new
all you
children
really
were
need to,
in their
you
past
know,
lives, on the reincarnation theory, or whatever,
get
the young ones
yourself
are still young,
in track
learning,
again.
and are very unlikely to practice much
Because,
sexual,
you know, that's not
because
gonna
most
just
children are not
affect
likely
your
to
dad, but
possess
that's
such
also gonna affect
knowledge,
you.
even the most basic of intercourse details. Encouraging privacy and closeness and trust between friends and family are still good and viable. And I feel when it comes to playtimes, camps, sleepovers, and so forth, children are still capable
Nice.
of choosing who they feel make good
2
and
for
trustworthy
1.
friends, regardless of
Yeah,
gender,
now we go down
and as
to
long as the age range is equal or under 10,
hours?
or whatever is that rule.
We get start
As
hours.
for the old adage, it is okay for restroom breaks at the least. The best practice to keep in mind when parenting is being the leading guidance of our children, teaching them right from wrong and keeping plain common sense in mind, as well as teaching our children to use their common sense as well in remembering everything they individually learn from life and us all. Yet it's true, nobody can totally protect their children forever, but we can
Come
each
on,
and all
don't do
lead
that.
them in the right directions towards being happy,
Evil creature.
self-confident, and finding themselves and fully enjoying their individual lives the way they each choose. On the
think that's the
23rd,
exit.
she held another
Question
stream in which
mark?
she encourages monetary donations from fans.
Oh, fucking Chris, stop begging for money every...
My name is Naru.
Stop it, please. Don't
Been
ruin the
together for a
waifus.
few weeks now. Nothing wrong with that. We're still getting to know each other pretty much, and it's all in my head, really.
You're not together
Hey, y'all
with a
can-
fucking body
y'all
pillow.
welcome to share your waifus anytime.
That's not how that works. It's really not how that works.
Anyway,
Kronos very soon. Indeed, Kronos
second half of the month.
Mariage is coming up very soonish. Or so I heard, through the grapevine. There was some trouble with that shit too. They kinda needed to vent a bit about that.
Bananas.
I think that was actually before your appearance.
And we could do better
But,
there.
well, the event itself is up now, and I'm
Otherwise we end
honestly
up-
wishing for the best for that. Oh, the man deserves a break once in a while, and for things to just work out.
Please donate.
But
Help
yeah,
us
Kronos
once
is a
again.
good guy.
Thank you. And yes, later tonight, I'll be playing some Uncharted and streaming gameplay. So y'all can look
Oh,
forward
look
to
at
that in a
that.
little while.
I haven't seen the city in so fucking long.
Thank you.
It's amazing to see it again.
Soon after, Chris livestreamed herself playing the video game Uncharted, alongside Naru, the body pillow, or her so-called waifu, coming from the Japanese
Stop
transliteration of the
misusing
word
my
waifu,
terminology. I have
commonly
claimed
used
the
within
waifu for
manga
myself
and
now.
anime
You are not
fandoms
allowed to use
to
that
refer
word
to
any longer.
individuals'
Fuck you,
favorite
all you stand
usually
for.
female characters.
Miss Naru.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris. Come the fuck on. What the fuck are you
Been on
doing?
your buddy? Your
stop it.
waifu, body pillow. What
If
you
you
call
say
it?
waifu one more time, I swear to
And
God, I'm gonna
enjoy
thank you and I'm
manga
gonna
as we
fucking do
play
something to
for
you.
A while.
Why is he not in the military
Continuing
anymore?
on from where I left off, near the
Oh, he did his
fortress.
time. He finished. Got out. All is well.
She's irresistible.
Basically, you know, there's no big story there. No dishonorable discharge or what have you.
On May 25th, she wrote on
I mean, you
Facebook
know,
that
it
she learned
probably has
that
some
the donation
preparations
button
to
on her
do,
Etsy
to be
page
fair.
had been disabled.
But,
So Chris instead
yeah.
redirected her fans to her YouTube page, where they could donate to her directly through
can
her recently added
Probably
support
ask him the
button.
next time you see him.
The next day, addressing some criticism regarding
Doesn't really make much a
ability to
secret out of
complete
it, so,
the
you
level in
know,
her recent
why would
Uncharted
he?
stream, she uploaded a short video of the last 5 minutes
Just
in
did
the
his
level,
term,
proving
finished
that she
up,
could complete it successfully.
went out, wanted to do something else.
There. I made it
I mean,
out
he's still
fine.
working
Now give me $5.
on actually, you know, making
Towards
at
the
some
end of
point
May,
a living off
Christine
of the
bought
whole
a set of Transformers
content
figures
creation thing.
on eBay for nearly
I do hope that he
$100,
achieves that, because
including
that's
shipping.
Pretty much a
Also,
dream
at
come
around
true,
that
baby.
time, it appeared that Chris had been still in contact with Sam and Ellen.
But of
a
course,
Charleston
that's a dream
lesbian
that
couple
requires a
interested
lot
in
of
being
persistence,
inseminated
honestly.
by
It's
Chris
not something
after
that you will
sending
get
them a
overnight.
video in which
He had
she
that one
displays
cool
her stock
video
of frozen
on
scene,
YouTube
in
that
addition
was
to a yet unknown
getting
video in which she
absolutely fucking
displays her acrobatic sexual
unbelievably
prowess.
popular, comparatively
However,
speaking.
they were then purportedly contacted by a man named Johan,
Pretty
a
sweet.
former gay porn star, who told the lesbian couple of Chris's past misdeeds in an attempt to get them to choose
Don't really know
Johan
if
as
it's
their
going
sperm
with a good deal
contributor
that stuff.
instead.
Just, you know, a bit of the average damage that you get while serving in the military. Bit of hard of hearing.
Through the use of Lego minifigures.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen on the internet. And my son, you know, you
Okay, I mean, there was one quest. I kind of want to try this out. Where is it?
What happened recently?
There.
And as we're gonna stray through,
Shit is scary. Shit is indeed very scary.
so
And shit is loud, and people will
to a lesbian couple who
not
was
necessarily
looking to have their
annoy you over not wearing your ear protection. You can end up with some damages. But yes, generally speaking, much shitty, much scarier.
parents.
I continue watching something that is fucking scary.
Second candidate, though. Look how that makes him sad.
That's a little Miku. Why do you need to misuse things, Chris? You're really ruining things for me here.
Sexual prowess. Probably quite.
Why are you talking about your fucking sexual prowess again?
Yeah, we were on the online.
Why do you need to indulge in things that I also, at times, have indulged in? Are you trying to ruin everything for me, Chris? Do you have an answer to that? You probably don't not have an answer to that.
Yeah, I'm Christine Chandler. Charmed, I'm sure. Charmed.
Also, Chris, your sound levels suck. I mean, you know, I have at times managed to do a bit
Anyway, so
of a mix up myself. Not that well,
he was
not that bad.
attacking me and trying to prove himself mighty and courageous.
Well, at least not completely, you know. It gets better. Well, thank you very much. I shall bring something now.
And it was just a whole bunch like that, but they're getting tired of it.
Chris,
I'm getting tired of
music.
it about, you know,
Bit quiet.
and then you realize,
Please, just a tiny bit quiet so we can actually hear what you're trying to imply there. I'm getting tired of reading your subtitles.
you jump there, side your nose, Chew, that's me.
I got dirt on you.
Oh, what?
I don't care, everyone has dirt on him, you know.
Is that fair ass on the cake?
Mm-hmm.
Or how about the time I
Yeah, we've seen that.
took pieces of a medallion and shoved them up my behind?
And this will frogman's corp.
I am human enough to admit and
Wanna be a frogman, eh?
for the mistakes I made. It was bringing up the image and picture of the
Gosh, I have a distinct idea
MEG and me where I did the
what an item I need to buy. Once I'm done with the basic
And I
trading.
was like, oh yeah, that vintage
I just stayed with the hair.
so old.
Easy enough to do.
Since then,
Also gets a lot easier after basic training. Basically sitting around doing nothing. As long as you don't act overly idiotic, then no one is really gonna stop you. I mean, there were quite literally crates of beer under the desks on most evenings. I don't remember anyone going out of the way to stop that.
like fireballs.
Good time. And then your term runs out and you're like, ah, finally I'm free.
I held my ground.
You also had a nice amount of money in that time. And you can get licenses and shit.
Well, then I issue a challenge.
They say from your video, you're like an acrobat.
Not the worst during your time. I kinda liked that it was still required. We had like 9 months required service time. When was it 9 months or was it a year? I don't remember. It changed relatively quickly, and then nowadays we don't have that anymore.
What? You're not gonna let the girl? You're not gonna?
Kinda feels stupid because it was a pretty great way to start, honestly. you know, you get some experience how it would potentially could feel to actually do a job, you know, a full-time job. You get some money, you can make some licenses, you can actually drive cars and shit.
Even though this challenge seems
It was pretty sweet of a deal, actually.
unnecessary and time-consuming,
Yeah.
well, let's do it.
Right, let's not complain about it, shall we?
Unfortunately, I had already made a video for
Try to get me to get our freedom.
which
That's an interesting system you have there.
quite well my acrobatic sexual prowess that goes yet to be appreciated, especially since I was self-taught. So anyway, so we all left the chat room and yada yada yada.
Surprisingly enough,
Associate.
when it comes to your sexual prowess, most people are self-taught. Because how the fuck are you going to pick up those skills? What are you gonna do? Watch a fucking video or something? I'm pretty sure no, I'm pretty sure there are fucking videos on that, like, yeah, techniques. Sure. Room and get it easy. They have always gotten it easy. No required service time. Troll blood potion.
And that's to say the least. He got fired from one of his movies, and you know why he got fired? Why? He failed the STD test.
Not what I need though, isn't it?
Or to be fired from any porn act. that
I need a strong
STD
one.
Has to be something lethal. Possibly lethal. I say something like, it's. Go with that. We'll leave it at that. So with your votes on whether or not who has the better sexual style and activity, ability.
Freedom of choice. Usually when it comes to things military, women have been exempt for most countries. I mean, fair enough. I haven't heard many women complain about that particular fact and wanting some equality there, to be fair. Like, suspicious. Suspicious, is that? But well.
Good night.
On the final day of May, Chris posted a video regarding the video competition.
Oh, excuse me.
And right now it's time to
Just sold my mine fridge.
do the thing. Johan has uploaded.
I hope you got a good amount of money for that.
Mine's up as well.
Nice.
The link to put the
Actually, you know what? We're
page
going
is right
to go
underneath
over
here.
and go back to
Likes and
Terrence Mill for a bit
dislikes
again, I
underneath
think.
video will not be
We
counted.
can finish the test of lore anyway, and
Gone for like about up to a week or so.
anything else? I had something else in
It'll be
mind.
determined when the page is
I
taken
forgot
down.
about it again.
So, my give him my lesbian friends the STD that he has. Or am I better? Or is it better off being me? I feel like it's better being me because I'm honest, at the very least, and I'm direct.
Risk claiming honesty again.
He's the bully. He bullied me in the chat room. It was very rude indeed. So, vote now.
You're saying he dominated you, even in conversation. I mean, probably not a victory you want to write home about, but still.
She linked to a 2-option poll hosted by the site Straw Poll, in which she asked who had the
Was
better
that
sex
actually the
moves,
same
linking to videos
site
from
we
both
used
parties.
just recently? Because it was the
Kristen
first
publicly uploaded the video
site I
which
found
she had
that was like
originally
nearest
sent in
vote here.
private to Sam and Ellen, showing off her skills in sexual intercourse
Oh
by
God, not
using
again.
an inflatable sex doll.
But not again! Do you never learn?
This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from a bedroom.
Yeah, thanks, I
Separate
figured
from
as
our
much.
workroom. Anyway, so y'all want to see a little play, huh? I'm not naked, totally. But to get the point across. Enough to get the point across.
Wanna head off?
So,
Well, have a good one, Terry.
rule number one, the
Keep a
foreplay.
stiff upper lip and all of that, even if things are shitty. I hope things turn for the better, honestly. Your dating stuff.
Pussy. I know
I'm not gonna do much longer, as I said, I'm gonna basically do 2 episodes. Maybe a 3rd episode, if I feel very generous, because I really wanna get fucking this over and done with.
I know about the labia.
Yes, you know about the labia, that's amazing.
Not comfortable with it yet, but I'll get around to it.
This guy fucking never learns. Not for a fucking second. This is the kind of shit that gets him in hot water. And he does it all over again.
Anyway, aside from that, yes, I'm aware of toys.
Yes, we all are aware of toys. How many of them?
I did have
Even of the sexual kind.
this one on hand. It was still wrapped in plastic anyhow. So, you know, so you can tell I never used it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I know about the vibrator. Go bzzz.
It's a vibrator. Yes, it will vibrate. The motor will make sounds, yes. Pretty informed of you there.
What y'all wanna see? What y'all wanna see?
Why am I even bothering at this point?
Driver.
This hurts my brain a lot. Brain hurting a lot.
This demonstration. Just being.
Please, Chris, stop.
Chris proceeds to spin the sex doll around repeatedly.
If you were fucking capable of doing that to an actually real-life, full-sized, upgrown woman, I'd be actually amazed by your prowess. You just try spinning that woman around. Even Terry's like, bruh.
That's a good workout so far. I hope I've impressed y'all quite a bit with that.
You impressed us in the worst possible way. Again, thank you very much.
Thing's still like 5 to 7 inches long to rent, so. Sam and Ellen? Let's have my babies. Have our babies. Have our little.
So why do you feel the need to always constantly go like, yes, it's...
The troll
Actually,
behind the
that was a
Johan
nice,
persona also
interesting.
posted a video in which a man, presumably himself, has sex with a partially transparent inflatable sex doll, very similar to Christine's. Both videos
I
were
really
posted
don't
on
know
YouTube
why this is a
and were soon
thing.
removed
I
due
really
to their
don't know
sexual
why this is a
content.
thing.
On June 4th, Christine uploaded a short video of herself with her cat, Polo.
At least we get some kitty. It's not gonna make well for that, but... Well, that's corrupted. Right,
There was an
says.
apparent glitch with the recording, resulting
Yeah,
in the
see you
majority
around,
of the
Terry.
2-minute-long video consisting
Keep
of
at
a
it.
single frozen frame. She took down the video some hours later, but not before YouTube channel Quickfield Tourist downloaded the video and then
Now we go
re-uploaded
back
it
to-
again.
Before we go back to Terminal, I mean, we can try looking
Later
again
that
at the
day,
GA
Chris
horse
recorded
and
another
see if we can
video
get a
of her
troll
snuggling
potion, but I
with
don't
Polo,
think so.
seemingly after finding that her first attempt had failed.
Yeah, but there's stink feeding there.
Polio. No. Yes, you're a pretty cat. I know. Thank you.
Kitty's like, yes, I'm Kitty. I'm great.
You're
I'm the greatest star here.
being video recorded for your cuteness.
Not the best
The
kid
next day,
video I've ever
Chris
seen.
deleted the poll regarding her and Johan's sexual prowess videos. At the time of deletion, Johan was winning by a clear margin.
Of course he was.
On June 7th, she posted a lengthy Facebook post regarding motivation. I didn't feel swift today, so I'm taking an off day to recover. And it is not a waste. I've been in a meditative state, self-reflecting and pondering,
Oh, you never do
among
that.
which
Stop
I've
lying.
realized among my problems is lack of better self-motivation. In my subconscious
How about some
are all of my fears
self-restraint
and
one in a
stresses.
while?
My
That would
creations,
help you fucking
reputation, and life in general are all
lots.
still being met with mixed results. The bad half lingers.
Because
And
if
at
you could
home,
just stop
something that leaves
ruining
me with a
things for
shock
yourself
is
also
inevitable,
much, that might
which
help.
drains me more quickly if the severity is high. And I find myself also stuck in a
Who am I
rut
talking
where I
to
could
here?
be doing more work
I
here,
forgot for a
but
second.
something else comes up, or my ADD throws me a mental curveball towards a different focal point. To put it in a way I believe you may relate with, your daily work in front of a computer with tasks simple to you with prior educations, charts and graphs that you have created with details of the company you work for. It all went smoothly for you.
Well, I
But
mean, it's a lot of work to get to that
suddenly,
point.
you are met with a shock. Your lover has left you for another and will never return. The rent
Happens.
is past due with final notice.
Happens.
There is illness or maybe a death in the family.
Happens,
Or
yes.
maybe your own mind has fallen into a dark void of being lost, blank and confused beyond your own belief and understanding for hardly a noticeable reason.
Can happen.
The following day at your job, you sit there, looking at your monitor, but you are barely able to function, even while your own mind is conscious, stuck in a constant observation-only function. You feel like you can hardly move or think. I do understand.
Let me correct that a bit. That's not how that works. Automatically, if you have to reach the point where the tasks at work become simple and basically going by themselves because you don't actually have to think much about it, that means you have gotten yourself into quite a bit nice amount of a routine. At that point in time, even if something were to really shockingly happen and completely overwhelm your mind, you can very well do these simple tasks still, because your body just knows what to do. It's basically just muscle memory at this point. So yeah, you're not actually going to stop being a functioning member of society in your workplace just because your mind is elsewhere. You might be a bit slower, you might make a few more mistakes than usually, but still, in general speaking, you will not fail at it. This is not how that works. A nice example to actually showcase that Chris has a very special understanding of how humans work. Bad one. Very bad one.
Everyone has their own set of stresses, and among the creative types who feel this way as well. I have been stuck, waiting for that recovery and inspiration to finally return, so we can feel and have the energy we each require to create in our own way. I do wish it was Bob your uncle, quick and easy for the mental and emotional recovery for me, but it's not, and the remains of the autism aren't helping much either.
Such a special child.
Chris posted a short paid birthday greeting for a certain Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan. This is Christine Chandler wishing you a happy birthday.
You have one more point?
I hope I have not missed your birthday.
He's like, I don't even know, but I also don't care.
Or I hope you're having a good day. So
We're gonna finish up this one online. Increase the software by your train spell lives by 10%. Yes. Thanks. Basically, what do I want to learn more? Probably Shadow Mastery, 5 points. Plus damage dealt by life drained by your shadow spells by 2%. That's pretty cute. And then we get the ultimate Dark Pact. Plus, you know, drains 150 of your pet's mana, returning 100% to you.
Video announcing that she was putting her Etsy store on vacation, a feature which would notify customers that the creator was not available at the moment to respond to messages or fulfill orders, but would return at a later date. In actuality, this was not the case for Christine's store, since creators on vacation could still receive new orders on their page during this time, while Chris could not, meaning that she was likely banned from selling due to a possible combination of numerous complaints and an exceptional backlog of orders.
Yes, the shop is Quickville Shopping Etsy store is currently on vacation until I catch up with my orders. So again, that's on vacation, and hopefully I'll have all non-book orders by the end of this month, and also the books will be relocating to a different location, and soon enough after I get things going, more things going, I have the second branch of Quickville Shopping over on Zazzle opening soon, with official features.
Once again, he's quite literally lying out of his ass, and he makes it far too easy to get that proven.
Anyway, aside from
Really
that,
doesn't understand it, does he?
Yeah.
It's kinda saddening.
Troubles happening here at home again.
You want money again, aren't that? Isn't that it?
Mom bothered me. Mama mind. More than the weight of a hippopotamus on my head, I have practically the planet Pluto. And I don't care whether it's been declassified or not, I still consider it a planet.
You mean fair?
Oh, right.
The rest of the
You can help donate to me by clicking the support
scientific
button
community
here
will not,
on
but
the YouTube channel,
I never changed my way of looking at it.
Or you can directly send me money through PayPal to my phone number. Anyway, aside from that, I know. What time? Zippity-doo! We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna pop it on the plane.
I'm listening.
Fun. I'm romping around down. I'm having a be myself.
Many questions would be
I don't
asked.
necessarily need a sword, but my
Who would
figure's
really
hanging
want to
on
ask
one.
these
Zippity-doo,
questions?
whoopity-doo.
That is indeed a question of itself.
Yeah, got too much on my head. My mind, my worries, so yeah. Could use some help. So I can,
Trust no one.
I mean, I'm trying to get money in this house, but Mom, Yeah. Too much! Too much!
Yes, I'd imagine.
Have a good day.
On June 13th, Christine wrote a Facebook post addressing past reports of her spending money on Transformers figures. She clarified that one of her credit card limits was raised unexpectedly, which allowed her to use half of the money to purchase the toys and give the other half to her mother to pay off bills. She also reflected that she can finally now play with the Transformers as if they are a family, with the characters Optimus Prime acting as the father, RC as the mother, and Bumblebee as their child.
What do you require?
She later added that the extra money was spent rather quickly, partly because her mother spent more than the minimum on bills, which placed more emotional wear on Chris's subconscious. In the replies,
Victory
her Facebook
for
friend,
Sylvanas.
Jessica Quinn,
Scarlet
commented that
Monastery
paying more than the
Quest.
minimum on bills was a smart move on her part, preventing them from paying more in the long run.
Nice.
The next day, Chris made a short video which featured a rare appearance from her mother, Barbara.
Hello, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home. Anyway, my mom here.
Where else
is
would we
in
find
need
Christian
of
Chandler?
medications for
I
her
wonder,
lungs and whatnot.
If not at home, doing nothing.
At least say something, let them know you are alive. Well, anyway,
back to Jared's
it's a
mail.
$100 medication, and she might not be able to make it through the rest of this month, of which we get more money afterwards if you don't donate. So please send your donations that could get to me most direct to my email address through PayPal. Please do it very soon. Help us out here, please.
Can't even stop begging for one.
The video was
thing.
deleted by Christine after only 5 minutes, but an archive of it was later found by others and later re-uploaded.
And you are...
She filmed another version of the video shortly after.
Hello, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home, and I definitely have a more urgent and special request. My mother really needs her medication for
Farewell.
her
What
asthma.
would you ask of death?
That's right here. That's her right there, Barbara.
Farewell.
Anyway, it's like $100.
Is it now?
So we really need the money because we don't have $100. So yeah, just like I said earlier, you can send all donations directly to my email address via PayPal. So please help us.
Again.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Yeah,
In
thank you
response
too.
to the videos, concerned Kiwi Farms user Randall Frag called for a wellness check to the Chandler's house. The officer who arrived there to check on the family situation later contacted Frag to inform him that Barbara was fine and everything was okay. Another Kiwi Farms user, NJM00CH, sent a text message to Chris, letting her know that they thought it was a bad idea for her to spend any extra money irresponsibly by buying toys. Christine replied, writing that the trolls should not be able to look at her activities on eBay. As both her mother's health and financial troubles worsened, Christine seemed to struggle with living through troublesome times. Her
Not
past
surprised.
success in creating merchandise now seemed to be lost, with the mounting pressure of keeping up with demands becoming too much to bear. From now on, whether she liked it or not, the strangers who looked on, prying into her private life, would become her last hope for survival.
Okay, we're gonna watch at least half of the next episode too. I'm just that nice of a person, I suppose. Well, that's one way of saying it.
What made her this way? What is the attraction?
You wonder still, don't you,
What
little
keeps us
narrator?
fascinated? This is the story of Christian.
I am forsaken.
I
Trust
don't
no
feel
one.
that one.
What is it?
Little Filspren. I don't want to do any more of that either.
It better be good. Remember,
On June
would you
17th,
ask
2016,
of death?
Christine uploaded a YouTube video in which she reads the first chapter of a work of online fan fiction called Unicorns, Rainbows, and a Bluebird of Happiness, written by Kiwi Farms member Reverend Lovejoy, who frequently communicated with her, posing as an online friend. It was later revealed that William Elliot Waterman had regained Chris's trust and had convinced her to start making the videos because he told her that she would likely receive monetary donations from people in return.
I want to personally
Short
thank
from the
everybody
JTAG.
for their
Oh, about that
donations.
quest.
We received generous amounts. My mom chose the term red flag. Distress. But anyway, she got her medication for her asthma, so that's good. Very good. And
I imagine so, yeah.
with a little bit of that, I had to pull her bank account out of the red because a couple of automatic drafts.
Yeah, such a pain. Spending my money on actually making the bank account look nice.
Eat better for the rest of the month. But also our electric bill came and it's due immediately, rounding up to about $200.
hello.
Anyway, in the meantime, I'm beginning a
Beware
new series of a recommended story called Unicorns, Rainbows, and a Bluebird of Happiness.
Boy, kinda wanna have one more.
Read this thing, though I started to recently. It bothered me, but I checked with my friend who assures me that it all ends a lot better than the way it sounds at first. So anyway, it'll be like a chapter per day, every other day or so. But anyway, we're doing this. I'm gonna start reading chapter 1. Chapter 1, Laundry Day. Let's see. Do I have everything? Do I have everything? An average-sized man with pink hair said with a smile as he stood in the center of his bedroom wearing a light blue tuxedo, as well as a pair of pink and blue
Let me
checkered
see.
pants.
I don't remember there being
She
another
would continue
quest
to
here.
read through the book over the next 2 weeks, recording only the first 4 chapters out of the 14-chapter-long story. On June 19th, Chris wished a happy Father's Day to all to-be, still alive, and departed fathers, honoring her own father, Bob Chandler, by posting a previously unreleased photograph of him. 3 days later, Marvin, former Major Troll, Kiwi Farms moderator, and administrator of the Quickie, leaked a recent video of Christine in which she advertises her services as a prostitute.
Yeah, pretty sure
The reasons
that is
for
because
production
there's
and means
actually
of
quest that leads you
acquisition
back
of
to
the
the
video are not certain.
parents there, basically.
Well, ladies, would you like to spend a little quality time with this sexy bod, huh?
Well then, let's climb up there and kill some people, I suppose.
No.
Finish this.
And the thing that
A nice high
both
note.
people with down there.
Us killing things. Again.
Good quality
Right.
time. Can have it one way, or we can play it the lesbian way. So, for
Hey,
$50,
we'll have a 21
we can do
beast.
a cuddle. For $100, we can do pretty much near anything. I'll do anal though.
Let's
Not
just
doing.
stop talking about
But
money,
we'll do
please.
anything else. We can even romp with toys. And I have lots of hidden potential.
Aha.
So send it
Hiding that
email.
potential very well, my friend. Very well
Give me a
indeed.
response.
So well, I'd say even. It
Tell me
might
about a lovely,
be
sexy evening.
almost like it doesn't exist in the first
Miss
place.
Stephanie Buskins.
Strange,
Alright, so
isn't
the
it?
Email only. Nobody with STDs, and only women of any orientation may apply. No, straight, lesbian, and bi. Oh,
What can I do for you?
Y'all got the
Bring them up
pussy?
of cells so start
Ah,
to believe in
very
the syndicate.
happy
See you later.
A little bit of that.
Level 33 at least. That is indeed not good. Means I actually need to fight.
So, spawn now.
On June 26th, Christine
Nice.
posted a short random thought on Facebook, simply writing, "Hosiery and stockings are one of society's non-conforming garments." The next day, Chris wrote a rare tweet on the social media site Twitter, directed at her half-brother, Cole Smithy, angry at him since he apparently lived in New York's bleeding Carnegie Hall, with rent set at $2,000 per month, and so could also afford to support their mother, Barbara. Later that day, Chris wrote a heated Facebook post elaborating on the same topic. "This just in! Hashtag Joseph Cole Smithy, residing in Carnegie Hall with wife as early as 2000. More than $2,000 a month's rent. Pissing and burning away money. Should really be sharing it with his caring biological mother and
You
sister.
should really not
Mother
speak
paid his
about
way through
people wasting
schools,
their money."
paid for his car, reared him with lots of love and care. Mother and daughter really could use financial help. Cole hates his own mother over father issues and false rumors spread by aunts and uncles. Never contacts neither his mother or sister. Sister, Christine Weston Chandler, quoted, "We hardly ever hear from the bastard." Hashtag JCS is quoted to be world's smartest a-hole. Update. I just relearned and confirmed with a past signature care package sent to Cole last Christmas that he currently lives a few buildings down East 90th from Carnegie Hall. But he did live at Carnegie Hall as early as 2000, as confirmed by a Christmas card mailed to our mother, December of 2000. This was a couple of years before the bastard disowned her. The block must still have very pricey rent anyhow. Money burner. The post also included a new drawing in which Cole sits in his Carnegie Hall residence, literally burning a box of money originally designated for his mother and sister by throwing it into the fireplace. At the same time, his TV shows a report of the Chandler's house fire, while he's thinking that the theatrical play version of A Christmas Carol at Carnegie Hall is garbage due to its good ending. Christine's chosen gal pal, Kim Wilson, left a comment on her post, writing that Cole had a different
is not
experience
good.
with his mother than Chris did, and his feelings about her should be treated as valid. On June 29th,
I'm for a tactical
she made
retreat.
2 videos for YouTube, in the first of which
Let
she
me
asks
run,
for more
please.
donations and apologizes
shit.
to the male gender.
But first, I do have a couple of announcements to make. We received a good number of donations, but we
God,
can still
why?
do better. And
With this point, I can only assume that people just don't
yeah,
want
it's fair.
to go up to die,
We've managed for the most
and
part.
understandable.
Anyway,
That's
I
not in
also
any way
have
point.
I have a most sincere and direct apology to all the males worldwide around the world,
Oh, great.
which details come to my attention that we have more than in common. And I wrote it down, so go read my apology.
No.
Gentlemen of the world, I have learned and realized that y'all, as a male, are okay.
Well, thanks.
All people, female and male, are more alike than we realize. We are all the same inside the womb. Half of us come out changed from that, and half of us gets to remain unchanged. And really the difference between genders is the one mutation created by the chromosome, and the varying levels of mentality and ability individually.
Like, wow.
And for putting y'all down as a group, I deeply apologize.
That's nice of you.
Deeply and sincerely. I respect
I don't know
you
about that
each
sincere part,
as
though.
people and individuals, but I still maintain the respectable arm's length distance when being approached in person.
In the next video, Chris states
course
that
you
she
would.
has allegedly cured herself of autism through the use of binaural beats.
I highly doubt that.
I've actually been on a subliminal project, as a lot of you, or some of you, may have been aware of through my history or whatever that I try to keep private amongst my YouTube settings. But I have been enjoying for the past 3 months the get rid of autism subliminal. It actually works in 3 months. So listen to 3 times per day. 46 times.
That's totally going to work
I have been
wonders.
doing it, I've actually found myself more mentally capable. I do not blank out as much. I feel a little bit faster in mental processing.
Oh, I highly
I feel a whole
doubt
lot better.
it.
So with that, I'm essentially cured of autism.
You bloody fucking liar.
Also, I've actually have been able to socialize better out in public. So that's another good deal right there. I'm gonna post the
Yep,
link
that's
underneath
totally how
this
that works with
video.
autism, don't you know it? It
And
can just
those
be
of
healed
y'all
by
with
some
autism,
listening.
Try it for yourself. Play 3 times per day for 3 months. It worked for me.
Like, thanks, Chris.
On July 3rd, Christine wrote a post on the news aggregate and discussion site Reddit, specifically in the subreddit dedicated to discussing the series of YouTube channels run by an organization of creators known collectively as Planet Dolan. In her post, she revealed her opinions regarding a revelation learned from a recent Planet Dolan video.
Okay, at least one of them died.
Hey, boys, get ready to have your minds blown. As Planet Dolan has said, everyone is female inside the womb until if and when the Y chromosome mutates the girl to be a boy. Which, when you really think about it, with everyone being female initially, even pre-birth, being manly or manliness is very much made up. Anyhow, and you
Yeah,
can try
oh,
this
it's
at
just
home
how
in
nature
private.
kinda works.
Push, maybe tough, into the center of the skin patch between your legs, the taint. You may find 1 or 2 grooves hidden under there. One of them, yes, is your unbirthable vagina, since the uterus would be shrunk during the Y mutation. Punchline, if every gay male knew about this, all they'd have to do is cut their taint, and they'd have a new hole to play with. Seriously though, maybe professional suggery would be best for that business opening. Or, for the price of
That's
Wi-Fi
not how
and
that
your
works.
YouTube viewing device, you could try opening it in as soon as 6 months, less if listened to more often with a subliminal track. On July 9th, Chris made a lengthy video on YouTube featuring several announcements.
Hello everybody, this is a tired Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
Yes, because we don't expect you to be anywhere else.
I have been made aware that the recent video logs for reading Rainbows, Unicorns, and Bluebird Happiness are not very popular. Well, you can definitely blame that on Mr. Bill. Because
Color
he
me
was the one
surprised.
that suggested I do it. Anyway, and then I have been made aware that y'all would like maybe something original, and in the lines of like
What we
Day in
know?
my life. But guess what? I tell you
What we know?
my days have been short lately, and I know that in my subconscious is a new thing that's gonna press on my anxiety and stress levels and just totally drain me all over again. Where I'm not gonna feel like doing anything.
Yeah, I'd imagine that to be a real problem.
And the finances. There's this always with the finances here. Mortgage, the bills, everything. I know you don't want to hear this shit because y'all have these problems yourselves in your own way. But you know what?
Yes, we all have our own problems, our own
I'm in over my head.
payments to make. It's amazing how that works, isn't it?
I don't hear anything from Sega officially, and I really would prefer actually to get in the mailbox physically at home. I don't check my emails that often.
That's a fucking lie.
Even though my lady friends do.
You basically only
They have
exist online.
kidnapped trolls and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, official Sega representative, fly on over. Proof, him or herself, to me, and then we could actually get talking right here in Ruckersville.
That's
No.
totally how that works. Sega's just gonna come over and be like, yeah,
Actually, I believe to be
let's talk about
actually
this.
to be the next
Let's talk about your infringement of our copyright, shall we?
actually help pull Sonic out of the ground with all the darn fan fiction directions. Should have kept it original, Sega. Stick to the original plots and whatnot. Not change a darn thing, including the arm color change, which I'm glad that got finally resolved with the new.
You're about to steal something here.
Game. And then on. Finances, mortgage payments.
Not the one I was looking
Really
for.
could use some more money around here because as quickly as it comes in, it goes out. Because we gotta pay bills and we gotta get food around here. We gotta keep ourselves fed and everything.
Hey, where the fuck was I supposed to find that?
I really do want to deliver new sausage and roaster content, but it's hard for me to get back to the pages and drawing with all this stress in my life. And I really would like to be able. I should have made little to no progress on the orders from Etsy store. I mean, I'm working on getting myself motivated to do all that. And if I had the money, I'd reimburse everybody, but I don't have $1,000 or so. It's all got to go out to the food, the bills, everything, and it's driving me crazy.
Yes, that's how it usually is. You have to pay your bills.
No.
You have to pay your bills indeed. And now it's surprising, very much so, but that's how the story goes. You have to pay your bloody bills.
Got a family of kittens in the backyard. And I'm still looking for my sweetheart. You think I'm famous enough to actually able to get women? I have not been so fortunate. And yes, I've only had sex 2 times, ever, in my lifetime. So I'm not a virgin. And they were both in the same month, and that was more than 4 years ago.
I mean, just can hire a prostitute again? What's your problem? You did it once, you can do it twice? I could do it twice.
Think of how it is in my head. I wish Cole Smithy would help us, but he's in New York being greedy, throwing his money away into the fire when he could be sharing it with his own mother to help pay him back, for putting him to the schools, the college, and the brand new car that was new in about 1980 or so.
Yeah, that's how you ask for a favor from a strangled family member.
And with our late father being in the memory, he comes visit me in my dreams nearly every night.
That sounds
I don't know, I'm on a night
pleasant.
schedule right now, and I'm trying to get back on a day schedule. It's difficult. My subconscious doesn't want to get me out of bed because I know something is going to drive me crazy that day. Every day. Something crazy. I get drained. Oh well. That's it. Have a good day.
At least I'm easy to kill enemies.
On July 10th, Chris asked her Facebook readers for $20 or $50 via PayPal. This was soon followed by the first in a series of 4 short videos in which she asks for money.
$20, $50 American. Anybody, please donate. We need the money right now.
Right now.
In the second video, she provided some comic relief in exchange for donations.
Can I go and go? Can I go and go like, please give me monies, please? Just because. Is that a thing? Should I just do that? I don't feel bad about that.
Here's the meme. Oink, oink, oink. Here's my snout.
The third video seemed to be a result of a request from a possibly willing donator, either the YouTuber Mysterious Mr. Enter or someone pretending to be him.
By request of the Mysterious Mr. Enter. Flop, 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 flop.
Chris proceeds to say the word flub a total of 86 times. In the final video,
Makes you question
he thanks
why.
her donator for their contribution.
My mother and I, we have received the minimum $20 that we required in the meantime for our immediate emergency. But there is a bigger emergency. My mother still has her teeth problem. So further donations are greatly appreciated to help pay for that. Okay? But anyway, thank you to everyone who individually totaled up the minimum $20 right now. Have a safe day.
On July 12th, Christina
guy
revealed on
never knows.
Facebook that she had been watching the animated series Sonic Boom. and complained about the portrayal of the character, Knuckles, writing that his grammar and common sense used to be more normal. She attributed his decrease in intellect to a possible takeover of his brain by the Y chromosomes. The next day, Chris wrote that she was feeling stressed, dizzy, and mentally lost. She soon after wrote that she had taken an online personality test and found that she was kind, but thought that either bad people had taken maladvantage of her kindness, or not enough people around her noticed her positive qualities. On that same day, Chris uploaded a YouTube video centered on her mother, Barbara.
My name is Barbara Chan. I'm presently financial help to get dental work done. It's expensive.
Well, yes, dental work is indeed rather expensive.
I'm asking for donations towards my dental repairs. Any amount would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
The expense is large. Thank you for your consideration.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not considering it. Thanks anyway.
On July 14th, Chris advertised on Facebook that she was selling a Pokemon card, which she won as part of a sweepstakes sponsored by game publisher Wizards of the Coast in the year 2000 or 2001 on eBay, setting the starting bid at $50. Bidding on the card soon exceeded $300 due to wings leaving fulsome bids. Christine soon after listed more Pokemon cards up for sale, set at $100 each, and only available as buy it now items, possibly to deter wings from bidding falsified amounts, since by this time, her first Pokemon card listed up for sale had currently reached a bid of over $9,000. Also on that date, she revealed that she had downloaded the new mobile game, Pokemon Go, but was wary of playing it due to the cons mentioned in a video by YouTuber Jwitz. Chris added that she might not ever play the game because of stresses and anxieties in her life.
The
next day, Christine posted a photo of a bag branded with My Little Pony character Sweetie Belle, looking downtrodden and expressing the sentiment of meh. Chris added context to her post. That's how I'm feeling right now. Please, at least help me with buying one or both of my Pokemon cards right now. P.S. I am not on any drugs, nor have I ever smoked. You accusing, prevaricating, internet trolls, and cyberbullies. And I supposed my mother and I and our 2 dogs can starve, since nobody wants to donate to actually help us
but
here
that's
at
your
home
fucking
anymore.
responsibility to deal with now, isn't it?
In the
Not my
replies,
job to feed your
Kim
fucking
Wilson
pets.
stated that Chris was indeed not smoking drugs, but was on Lipitor, her medication, and had allegedly tried marijuana. Jessica Quinn encouraged Chris to build up confidence in order for things to get better. Kim later added that Chris should refrain from using complicated words, like prevaricate, which may make her appear to be dumb, as she tries to make it seem like she was more educated than she actually was.
Fair point, actually.
On July 18th, Kiwi Farms user Koosbane, using the alias George, texted Chris, asking if she would record a video for his girlfriend Amber to celebrate their anniversary. After receiving the details concerning the message of the video, Chris asked to be paid $50. She ended up recording and then uploading the video on YouTube before getting paid. Koosbane later revealed that he refused to give any money to Chris. This was also notably the first video in 6 years to feature a Captain's Log introduction.
Ooh, we're back with that, eh?
Captain's Log, stardate, July 18th, 2014.
Guess we haven't did that one in a while.
Chandler coming to you live from home once again. To start us off on this
Yes,
thing,
because where else would you find him?
special
That's the
dedication
point, isn't it?
From George to his girlfriend Amber. Personalized anniversary video. Well, George, you're lucky to have Amber, I tell you what. Anyway, to Amber. Happy anniversary. I love you so much. This has been the best 6 months of my life. And all to you. You made my life so wonderful. hope this is only the beginning to the rest of our lives. From George to Amber. Happy anniversary, y'all. If you want,
damn it. Can't even climb out there, eh? Yep, there's a second card.
So anyway, alright, so reminder that I'll do personal videos.
Just of course.
$50 a pop.
Okay, kill them base, and we're on the way.
But since my shop is down, I'll take it, do requests via text message to my phone number, which will be located right underneath this video.
Once again sharing your private information.
We'll do the arrangements there, and I'll
What a
do
wise
the
choice.
recording and so on and so forth. Anyhow. Long day, long day. No comment on my personal life. No confirm or deny to rumors or facts, whichever. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you, and have a good day. Have a good day.
As a result of Chris publicly releasing her phone number to discuss making commissioned videos, she received a large amount of text messages from people wanting her to make videos reciting texts that were for the most part discreetly mocking of her character.
Homosexual known as Josh has paid me $50 in United States currency to make this video. He is truly a crazy fucking idiot for doing so. His words, not mine. He wanted me to tell his friend Nicole that she is an attractive slut and that he admires her greatly and appreciates her filthy whore face. Happy early birthday, you magnificent piece of human garbage. You are such trash and we all love you a lot. On a more serious note, Josh also wanted me to remind you that
how many of these assholes are getting this
always been a worthwhile human being that deserves a great amount of respect.
a bit of a pain in the ass, to be fair.
Gratitude for over the years of creativity and effort I have poured forth. Please take a moment out of each day to think about the tremendous good I have done for you and others and what you do to give back.
Ah, there's another bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. How fucking many of you bitches
And go fast.
do I need to kill to get a fucking moment of rest?
Just like Josh did. But much like Josh asked,
One
need a big
fucking moment of peace and quiet is all I'm fucking asking you for.
drugs to lead you to a path of happiness.
I can't do that yet.
Well, Nicole, at least he appreciates you.
Jesus
Over the course
Christ.
of the next 9 days, she released 9 videos, which were made as part of
Just
her
wanted some
commissioned
fucking
video
peace and
plan she
quiet.
devised in the absence of her Etsy store. These included her singing the Beatles song Yellow Submarine.
Yellow submarine.
More singing, of course.
all live in a-
Gonna leave the submarine, gonna shoot myself in the fucking sea. Fuck you.
Hippopotamus, a hippopotamus. We all live in a hippopotamus. A hippopotamus. Sitting on my head.
And a video in which she sings a supposed song called Fuck Fuck Shake My Boobies.
Creative.
Shake my boobies! Shake my boobies!
Ugh.
Shake my boobies! Wee!
Because of the content of this video, it was soon removed, and her YouTube channel received a strike, leaving it one more strike away from being removed and terminated entirely, about which she complained in the Facebook post. This
Yeah,
also
were you
prevented
really
her from
surprised?
uploading any new videos for 2 weeks.
Like, were you really surprised that that would get you into
This time,
trouble?
That Christine became depressed because allegedly some unknown lesbians told her that she was not a real female because she did not have a vagina. Believing that the subliminal frequency videos she had been watching on YouTube were having a positive effect on her, Chris thought that her inner labia was beginning to grow
Yeah,
underneath
sure.
her taint, or the space between her testicles and her anus. After drinking some alcohol, she took a knife and cut open a gash in her taint, thinking it would release her labia trapped underneath. She then took photos of it and published them on the image hosting site, Imager. On July 24th, Christine made a Facebook
That
post
was not well
concerning her
timed.
labia,
Oh my god.
but implied that it had naturally burst out and opened. Announcement. As a number of online people may be aware, I have been grooving with the subliminal frequencies and binaural beats towards my transition from male to female body. The source being the subliminal frequency hypnosis wizards binaural beats channel on
It's
YouTube.
good.
Last March, I've started simple with growing my breasts out with a breast growth hormone track. It worked to my amazement at a full inch outward per week in about 2 months.
Yeah, sure.
I've also listened to change my nipples to teats, as well as begin producing breast milk. Also, related, from a separate track on another channel, I have eased and cured the worst of my autism too. But since last May, I decided to take it a step further and begin my transition from male to female with the penis to vagina tracks, including the individual organ changing tracks, and for a while the intersex track. And 2 Fridays ago, July 15th, while I slept that night, my labia started splitting open, and I found the initial hole and blood the next morning, and over the few days that followed, the labia opened to its full length, and I've been dealing with the blood that came out. I have been keeping it clean, daily monitoring it, and treating it with rubbing alcohol. I have started the wheels in motion for the full HRT and SRS by seeing my doctor last Friday, because I felt like I didn't want to wait much longer to fully become the woman that I should have been born as. With that, I have uploaded a photo of my labia onto Imager for all 18-plus-year-old individuals to see. But I do not want to be overrun with tabloid and paparazzi attention over this, or have a total big deal made. As for my own statement to quote, I will state the following. Have belief and faith in what your body can do, and with such binaural beats and frequencies, as well as persistence and
he's
patience,
level 40. Probably not a good idea to kill, try to kill him.
Her Facebook friends and onlookers from Kiwi Farms showed great concern over her situation. Null, the administrator of the farms, informed a medical professional about Chris's condition, and they felt that if the hole was the result of her past infected taint piercing, there was a great chance that she could die because of it. Kiwi Farms
there is indeed a
user
chance.
Cassidy
Could have
wrote
that.
several text messages to Chris,
nice
begging her
wound
to
you've
go
got
to
yourself.
the hospital, to which she replied that she had gone to the hospital the previous night and found that there was no infection. She soon after wrote a brief post to publicly announce her alleged medical examination of the previous night. Jessica Quinn commented that Chris should seek a second opinion and then provide proof that she had gone to the doctor. Christine later edited her post to state that she had gone to the doctor on that same day, rather than the previous night. After receiving numerous messages of concern for her health, Christine soon followed up with a short post which stated that the photos were allegedly faked to troll the trolls. On that same day, she made another Facebook post showing that she had gotten a woman card in support of politician Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, and also that she had gotten a new driver's license which stated that her given name was Christine and that she was female. 2 days later, Kiwi Farms user Innocuous Banter sent some text messages to Chris, attempting to learn more about her current health situation. Chris informed them that she had gone to the doctor and apparently was told that her labia was coming in good, and that it would finish growing in a few months. Marvin of the Kiwi Farms and other former trolls close to her tried their hardest to convince Christine to go to the emergency room and provide proof of it. She later sent them the prescription she received as proof, but upon checking it, they determined that she had lied about her condition, as her medication seemed to be for testicular pain rather than her self-inflicted taint wound. After aggressive persistence, Chris sought proper attention to get her wound treated, after which time she deleted her Facebook posts regarding her labia and tried to avoid the topic online.
Nobody's surprised.
Christine had believed that her labia was going to sprout out at some time, but by cutting her taint open, she thought she could accelerate the process.
Yep,
On
sounds
July
like something
28th, she
we
made a new
should
paid
learn to
video for
expect
YouTube.
at this point.
To evade the 2-week-long ban, she created a new YouTube channel,
Very much so,
Christine
yes,
Chandler,
yes,
in
yes.
order to upload it.
Sexual intimacy will no longer be intimate. They have to be as mundane conversation. We will be monitored by artificial intelligence through every medium for our own protection. And humans will always feel inclined to erode morality through
Welcome to
slogans
humanity.
related to love and freedom, believing that it is part of evolution, conditioned from birth to worship the institution.
2 days later, she uploaded another video to her second YouTube channel, a reading of the 2008 novelette written by the troll Vivian G, which up to this point was left unread.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, we have been busy around here. We've been clearing out lots and lots of boxes. And actually going through those as we move back here.
Aha.
Anyway, among which I found a book that I have been curious about for a while, because I never actually never read it. A girl who brought down the world.
It too is not really surprising
survived
considering
the
where it's coming
house
from.
fire.
Like, yeah, of course you did never read that. Why would you even point that out?
So anyway, I have been curious, so I'm gonna start reading it now. In the videos, in another video.
I'm not surprised.
And this is on my own personal merit. Nobody has paid me or asked me to do this. Okay, chapter 1, Neighbors.
Chapter 1.
Hello, my name is Kid. I'm just a cute girl. At least, that's what everyone tells me. I don't have many friends in the city.
She would eventually make 2 more videos reading through the book, covering the first 4 chapters.
That's almost impressive,
In
actually.
early August, Barbara Chandler was sued by Capital One Bank for unpaid debts. The hearing was set to take place on September 14th of that year. Christine was also ordered to pay fines amounting to $111 for failing to acquire licenses for the family's dogs. Also during this time, Chris was keeping busy with clearing out old boxes from the family's house, which had been lying stagnant ever since they moved back in a year and a half ago.
That's
This made
really
her
surprised.
unavailable to respond to mounting text messages or fulfill video orders, but promised that she would return to making videos shortly. On August 6th,
Very
Chris shared
surprised
an
that he
article on
fails
Facebook
doing
which wrote
things.
that PayPal had decided to close the accounts for the Quickie and the Kiwi Farms due to the harm the sites caused onto others. Chris called herself the top victim of the criminals and asked if PayPal would provide her with compensation in return.
Sure.
On August 8th, she regained the ability to upload videos on her
That is
original
going to
channel
be
after a 2-week-long
specifically how that
ban
works.
and continued her paid video campaign.
Hello, this is Christine Chandler coming to you from my home once again. Hey, Shelly, from your husband?
Yeah,
You
3 more
definitely
stones
wish
and
you a
I'm
happy
done with
birthday,
this.
And I'll wish you a happy birthday too.
Then we go back to Terrence Mill. Actually, have I set my stone there? Probably not, did I? Nope, of course I didn't.
You turn another year older, another year
It wasn't a
wiser.
smartish move, maybe, potentially. Yes, but we'll get over it.
Have a good day.
On August 9th, after the person who bid over $9,000 on her Pokemon card failed to pay for it, Christine
price?
listed the card again on eBay, set at a buy-it-now price of $500. She also listed a VHS release of the Disney film Aladdin, set at a buy-it-now price of $3,000, upon
Ouch.
believing the claims at the time that the Disney films released as part of the Black Diamond collection were worth thousands of dollars. The next day, she shared an article which reported that a mother and son that were involved in an incestuous relationship were arrested. Chris also let her own feelings on the subject be known. I have a few
course.
things to say in response to this article. Firstly, the child was over 18, and surely the mother has talked it out with him beforehand. The child might have had social problems, or a situation where socializing or going out to socialize with other people was a greater difficulty. Financial situation to prevent paying someone else to come over and help out in the situation. Moreover, it was the lifelong affections between parent and child. Also,
no,
the mother
that's
probably
not how
could
that
not bear
works.
any ovum or
Fucking hell,
children
Chris.
anymore. Anyhow, who among everyone in this world has not had a dream of having sex with one of their parents, never
me,
acting on them ever? I, myself,
didn't.
did have dreams of having sex with my mother. Although incest is quite a controversial topic, but there are circumstances where there would be not so much harm as one may think, feel, or believe. The child is over 18. The mother is unable to have any more children at the
It
time.
doesn't matter
Birth
though.
control and protection is available and can be used. In the case of father/daughter, birth control definitely should be used anyhow. Also, consider if the child is adopted, not as much biological. Plus, this offers a chance for better
Still,
teaching the child
no.
how to better satisfy their eventual partners. The schools can only teach from books, not so much practice. And nobody wants to end up being a 20 or 30-plus-year-old virgin. I know, that is a huge, enduring pain. Unless the sex act was abusive, hurtful, or would result in an unwanted birth of a physical or mental challenged child, I would not judge or persecute the parent and child.
Yes,
I would
of course
encourage
you
the child
wouldn't.
to socialize more, maybe make it easier for the child to meet more people his/her age. Do not send the mother and son to jail. Kim Wilson
you absolutely
commented
should.
that incest was not harmless like Chris stated, but in fact could cause serious mental issues and emotional scarring,
As you would
and advised her
imagine.
against taking part in incest. Christine clarified that she had not and would not. As Christine
Sure,
caused
Chris.
herself a medical emergency, she refused to admit that she was bringing herself in harm's way, overcome with the belief that she could transform her body into a true female form. With the overflow of messages of concern and advice, it appeared that rather than observing her
Jesus
every move
Christ.
out of mockery or amusement, there was an increasing number of people watching to make sure she was safe. For Chris continued to prove, day after day, that she could not live her life comfortably on her own.
You know, if left alone, she'd probably kill herself with some stupid idea or another. Wouldn't even be surprised. That's the sad part, isn't it? We already know it. We know it well. We know it truly. Such a painful thing. Well then, just one little tiny bit more.
What is the
Need 2 more
attraction?
stones.
What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christian.
We're still just mostly here for fucking morbid curiosity. It's a fucking car accident and we kinda wanna see where it ends. When will people actually stop driving into it? That sort of nonsense. I mean, everybody kinda knows it.
On August 10th, 2016, Anna McLaren, one of Christine's oldest gal pals, changed her Facebook profile photo to one in which she shares an embrace with Chris's mother, Barbara. It is unknown what circumstances led to this meeting. The next day, Christine shared a year-old Facebook post of the postcard that was sent to her by her half-brother, Cole Smithy. She angrily ordered him to get off his ass and apologize to the Chandler family so he could make peace and help support them financially. On the
Yeah, that's
13th,
great motivation
she
to
posted
get
a
in
photo
there.
of her cat, Lucy, sitting on the arm of Chris's chair. 3 days later, Chris commented on a post from a teacher who wanted to show her class how quickly her picture can spread on the social media site. Christine thought that it was a dumb idea, because according to her, not only was online socializing really bad, but it also only discouraged actual friendships and in-person meetups. Her
Nice.
comment was met with mass disapproval. On August 18th, she posted another photo of her cat, Lucy, this time sitting on her lap. On that same day, Christine posted on Facebook that she had tried the new Whopperito, a tortilla-style item from the fast food establishment Burger King. She offered some constructive criticism, but generally thought that it was of good value. She later edited the post to rescind her recommendation, adding that possibly the chili sauce in the Whopperito did not agree with her, and so caused her to have diarrhea. On August 24th, as
Yeah, nothing new
consolidation
there.
for failing
Maybe
to
this
deliver an
time he
item
actually
from her
learned to
Quickfill
go
shopping
to the
store on
toilet
Etsy,
and not just,
Chris
you know,
recorded a video in which she
throw his
sings
pants.
a slightly altered version of her song, So Need a Cute Girl. The video also features the first
That'd be
appearance
nice.
of a Christine doll that she customized from a figure of the My Little Pony character,
That
Final
would be
Scratch.
really nice, wouldn't
And
it
now
be?
my special request, an old ditty, which I still have the handwritten lyrics to, written over a decade ago. So, enjoy.
Ah, back into the village. Yeah, you probably ended. Oh, deservedly. I'd say.
Tell me why I'm stuck in a sad lonely cage. So need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never from what I hear you say, I'm already taken, 'cause I need my sweetheart.
You need therapy, and lots of it.
Thank you.
But
On that same
that's
day,
such an obvious
she
point.
recorded and
Kind
published
of feels
a
bad
short
making it.
video request for a 3D printer.
Hello, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from my car with a little bit of an impulse decision. I've decided I definitely would like to seek the assistance of somebody with a 3D printer and a knowledge and of the software within it and all that. Somebody local within the Charlottesville, Virginia only, please. Text message me at my phone number listed below this video. Thank you, have a good day.
Great
2
ideas.
days later, Christine posted 2 new drawings featuring Sonichu and Rosechu, giving life advice to her readers, such as keeping a clear head, ignoring bad critics, being good to others, keeping a happy thought, and being modest.
You know, sometimes you
August
should actually listen
26th
to
the
critics,
28th,
even if they don't
she
make
attended
it
the
well
anime
point.
convention, OmegaCon, in Charlottesville,
You should
Virginia,
listen to your
after winning
critics
a free
sometimes.
ticket. On the 27th, Kiwi Farms member Love You Long Time, who was the troll behind the Emily and Kim Wilson personas, was at the event as well and wrote an account of what she saw. Observed him while he sat in a panel. He looked like he was wearing the same thing as yesterday. Take this observation with a grain
What
of
can I
salt,
help you
but
with?
during the Q&A portion, he would seem much more interested when a girl asked a question, looking at them while they spoke, but didn't do the same when a guy spoke. Like I said, may be nothing, or he trained himself not to pay attention to men. The following day, she updated 4 members with another written description of what she witnessed. Chris was playing Pokemon against some 7-year-old and beat him. Didn't act like a shit to the kid, but would sigh periodically.
Be safe.
He wore the same thing for a 3rd day in a row. Has 2
No one
silver
was
rings
surprised.
on his right hand that were connected by a blue string. I never noticed this about his thinning hair. I just thought he had a receding hairline, but the top of his hair is pretty sparse and short. Chris also has a massive binder full of hundreds of Pokemon cards. Saw him later rushing around with what looked like an empty food carton. I don't know. And he didn't chimp out on anyone or
I'm
act like
listening.
an asshole, which I will back Marvin on this. Chris truly doesn't act like a dick to people most of the
Watch
time
your
he's out in
back.
public. On the final day of August, Christine informed her Facebook followers that she was feeling sad and asked if anyone wanted to pay the family's $115,000 mortgage. In early September, Love You Long Time began posting records of emails she exchanged with Chris from up to 4 years ago, with many concerning his encounter with the prostitute, Mia Hamm.
Trust
On
no
September
one.
6th, Chris called U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump crazy in the head,
What is
comparing him
it?
with Transformers figure Galvatron. She later
Watch
shared
your
a
back.
YouTube review of Transformers figure
What is it?
Brawn by YouTuber MGO316
Blood
and
and
paraphrased the
thunder.
conversation some characters performed in a short skit in the aforementioned video. Chris rewrote some of the dialogue to lambast Trump, and soon after created a
What
meme
now?
using a still from the video with added
Beware
text
the
to better
living.
visually display the conversation she had previously posted.
Yeah, there
Her
was a...
Facebook friend,
Those
Jessica
quests are
Flynn,
gonna be
thought
interesting
that
to
both
do.
candidates in the election were poor choices. Chris replied that Hillary Clinton was the better choice since she was pro-LGBTQ and pro-immigration, as well as a woman. Jessica rebutted, stating that she felt that Clinton was simply saying what people wanted her to hear, and that voting for someone purely for their gender, race, or religion was not right. Also on that
A
day,
great point.
Christine shared a year-old post which displayed her range of customized Sonichu amiibo figurines, lamenting that that was a more productive
What do you
time for her
require?
before her creative feelings were shot down by shocks and trolls. Finally, on that day, she uploaded a short paid birthday greeting to a certain Alex.
Hello, Alex. This is Christine Chandler.
Beware.
Coming live to you from home. Pretty much an inconvenient moment. Anyway, wish you a happy birthday. I hope you had a good one today anyway. Better late in the day than the day after. Anyway,
And you
happy
are...
birthday to you. True Nice Love fan. Sent to the extreme. Take care. Stay safe.
The next day, Chris uploaded a paid
Very
video
believable.
message directed at the trolls, specifically the members of
That
the
one
Kiwi
person sounds so
Farms,
fucking
written
fake.
under the pretense that it was actually penned by Lauren Armstrong, a child predator who was arrested as part of a sting operation on the NBC show To Catch a Predator, and in the years since had established a cult following of trolls for his unusual speaking patterns and laughable antics.
Hey there, everybody! It's your old pal, your old friend, Lauren Armstrong, and I'm here to tell all you flip at Kiwi Farms how much I hate all of yous. First off, what I want you to do is leave Christine alone. I love Christine and I'm dedicated to Christine. I would do anything for Christine. Anything. I'm the only one who gets to see her badge. The only one who gets to see Christine Weston Chandler's badge. Oh, God.
I think this is gonna be a good point to end it. I'm just gonna fly back there and check for one more if we can get that item, store some shit, and then log out. Okay.
Solely Christine's true and honest work. And most of all, fight.
We're gonna pause here, where we have this done. And then I shall bid you adieu. Have a good one and all of that, and let me quickly see who dropped by, shall we? Well then, first and foremost, on the YouTube side, we have two droppers by, but no one I can easily name. On the left side, we have, starting with Little Shroud, remember? Call me by, staying for a bit, and following along for more Christian. The horrible nonsense that comes with that. Next, we had Little Terry coming by, being a bit stressed at the moment. To be fair, for good reasons. Let's hope that gets better. I do sincerely hope so. It's never good to have shit like that in your family happening. It's really going to drag you down. So yeah, there's that. Let's hope for the best. What more can we do? And I think that's everyone I can easily name. As for everybody else on the more lurking side, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed, and well, I do hope to see you all again tomorrow. As I said, this week is gonna be a bit of a low effort one. It precisely turned out to be that, and well, one should be really surprised, honestly, because getting used to a new job, it does suck, kinda, doesn't it? Takes you a long while to get used to, and well, ain't all that easy. But well, we'll get over it, and once we've settled in a bit more, things should be back to normal with not just a bit longer episodes, because that's kind of what I do in order to, you know, off the very much so stationary output, but also with more variety again. Yes, very much so. We'll see, of course, but well, yeah, that is, I think, everything for today. So once again, have a good one, and